one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company. It's one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-848-1331. 800-848-1331. That's 800-848-1331.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities, given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear. Cause Ryu was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church.
Hello, Friday. I've been waiting for you for a long time. You just saved me when my life came tumbling down. And I know you're gonna leave me. Hello, Friday. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
3, 2.
Yeah, look at y'all, baby. Yeah, brighter than this thing on my arm, baby. It's a party every time you come.
We got to go to work and really work on improving as we get ready for an extremely talented Arkansas team. All right? They're 2-2, but if you've watched their games, they have a chance to win both of those losses in the last drive, and so it could easily be 4-0. It's a top 5 offense in the country, so the challenge for the defense doesn't get any easier. They're going to face a top 5 offense, and their defense is good. They got a solid defense that, you know, the one number 97, he's a load. And I think their whole defense up front, their whole defense is big, you know, and it's going to present a big challenge for our offensive line. And so we're looking forward to a great environment. I think it'll be loud. It's going to be, I've never been down there. I know this is our first meeting with Arkansas, and so be a great challenge, and we're looking forward to the opportunity.
Well, we're all looking forward to it, too. Welcome into the zone. It's a fantastic Friday. What a beautiful day outside. What a great weekend on tap in Fayetteville, in New York, and all over this great nation of ours. And we are so happy to have you with us. Justin Acri, the Wizard, Christian Weaver, the Pigskin Preacher. And today we are presented by our friends at Walk-Ons. And you would know that if I had played the liner that says we're live at Walk-Ons today. But I will do that before we're done because we got a whole bunch of sponsors that need to be thanked, too. It's a special day, special weekend, and a big game for all of us as we look forward to the first ever meeting between these two fine institutions of higher learning. I really appreciate Coach Freeman, who I have a ton of respect for, but I would really also appreciate it if he would not pee down my back and tell me it's raining. Don't be trying to sell me this nonsense about how Arkansas's defense has all of a sudden gotten things rolling. But you know what? We're going to talk to Caleb Wood. Maybe he's feeling great about it. We're going to talk to him in a minute. But listen, you got two great offenses, two defenses that are trying to find something. And DJ, bottom line is I can't wait to watch this one play out tomorrow morning.
I'm with you. Like I said, this team, emotional roller coaster, expectation roller coaster, consistency roller coaster, you name it, just up and down all season long. And I think still losing 2 in a row in still dramatic fashion, even losing to Memphis, a team that we should have handled, I still, without a doubt, know that they have the potential to walk out of that stadium tomorrow with a win against a Notre Dame team who's had 2 losses as well. Now, their 2 losses, I would say, at this point in time, a little bit more impressive or understandable than ours, but still, 2 programs who are very identical. And if we're going to say if it's a scoring match and their defense is very, very bad, you have to like our chances going in there being able to score almost every time we touch the ball, whether if it's a field goal or a touchdown.
Absolutely. I hope that's the case. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to watch. Again, it's an early start. As we said yesterday, get your bucket of mimosas flowing early and get yourself into the stadium on time for kick so you're ready to support your team. And I'm not talking to you, Notre Dame fans. You guys sleep in till noon. We'll see you in the second half. Razorback fans, I need you there early. I need you there loud. And again, I mean, we have been circling this, and admittedly, this is not the time that everybody wanted to kick this game off, but we've been circling this game or talking about this game since it was announced years ago, and so we are, it's finally here. So I hope people are really excited about taking advantage of it. I heard one of our sales guys was saying he had a buddy that got stuck for, and I'm like, bro, you got to think outside the box a bit here, $500-something for a parking spot in the north end zone. And I'm like, bro, park at walk-ons and call an Uber or a Lyft or walk. I'm like, there ain't no way in Hades I'm paying $500 for a parking spot anywhere.
For $500, I'm parking at the middle of the field, there.
Yeah,
and they should carry you in.
I know spots right now. $40 will get you close.
Yeah,
you know.
No, that's crazy talk. This guy's got some challenges, I guess, physically, but I'm still like, you can get an Uber that can take you somewhere close, especially if you got like a handicap.
Ich bin ein
Can you
Sucker.
pop up a tailgate there? Can you pop up a tailgate if you're parking right there?
I don't know. You got to be able to do whatever you want. Anyway, Caleb Wooden, we had some issues getting him on earlier this week. We've had all kinds of phone problems all week long. Hopefully things are cleared up. I know Caden Kittler was on with the morning show today, so hopefully Caleb is good to go. Let's get him.
From zone coverage to the zone, Arkansas defensive back Caleb Wooden joins the show each week to break down what happened and to look ahead to what's next. His visits are brought to you by Blue Collar Consulting. If selling your business sounds intimidating, their team of former business owners can help you. Every business will transition. Blue Collar Consulting wants to ensure yours is successful.
All right, joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline, hopefully, we have Caleb Wooden. Caleb, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Whew, thank goodness.
Wow.
Buddy, you have no idea what we've been through this week. It's been brutal with the phones. I'm so sorry about Wednesday, man. But anyway, thank you for coming back on today. We're excited about the weekend. And, again, these are two teams that we've been talking about all week have kind of mirrored each other. The offense have got it rolling. The defenses are, searching a little bit right now. And we've talked to a couple other Hogs this week, including Mike, who had a tough finish to the game the other day. We've heard from Carmona and Kittler. I mean, these guys, everybody seems to be very upbeat, optimistic. And I think not only are you guys kind of putting the game behind you, but it seems like you guys are very eager to get back on the field. Do you feel that way going into this weekend?
Absolutely. We had a good week of preparation. It's really, really physical this week, just getting prepared for the kind of game that it's going to be. And I would say us as a team, we look forward to Saturday.
Was there anything Memphis did that surprised you guys? I mean, we knew they were a pretty talented offense, other than the fact they were going to be able to get away with offensive pass interference. Was there anything that they did that surprised you guys at all last Saturday?
I give them credit. I give their coaching staff credit. They came out with a good game plan, and they executed.
How, just give me, I guess, your thoughts on what you guys did and how you attacked what they tried to do offensively, and if that, I guess, translates to this week at all.
Each and every week we come in with a specific game plan for a team, and then, next week there might be some carryover. So I would say as far as for this week, there's definitely some carryover. Notre Dame likes to run the ball just like Memphis did, and we just got to be ready for that.
Caleb, you've been in the SEC, having experience, and what's the demeanor, I would say, in the locker room? Because you know us in the media, we pick stuff apart. I mean, I do, everyone does, and there's a whole lot of noise of people just pointing fingers, especially when a team loses, people just try to point blame. How do you, as a leader in experience, able to go into a locker room and make sure your guys don't listen to that noise and just perform better next week?
Honestly, it's all about want to. You know, like you said, it's a lot of noise in the media, and what I was always taught growing up is you're never as good as your best applause, and you're never as bad as your worst critic. You just got to find a level to stay consistent and stay consistent and keep doing what you've been doing. And you know, around the locker room, you got to make sure these guys, everybody's bought in, and I can feel that. But you just got to make sure that people, they stay off the internet for one, and they just keep working.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago. Sorry, DJ. I was just going to ask a follow up on that on the social media thing. I know Coach Pittman sort of shut his Twitter down a couple years ago and then came back on last year. Do you look at social media at all during the week or during the season?
Sometimes, yes. I scroll through TikTok. I scroll through Instagram, but I try to stay off Twitter because, you know, people have loose lips on Twitter and they just fly off the handles and say anything. So I try to stay off Twitter.
Now, Caleb, one thing I will say about you, you say one thing the past 2 times we've had you on now. You say you are where you want to be where your feet are. And I really like that you have a mentality where you like to just focus, you know, on what you can do. And you're not pointing out other things that are going around or pointing fingers at other players. You're really focused on your game. So when it comes to your game, when you go back and watch the tape and analyze it, what are some areas you think that you can improve on to, you know, help the defense out?
I would say being a better communicator, just making sure we all on the same page. You know, that's how bad things happen in the secondary. And one of the things about playing in the secondary is you can't afford to mess up. You know, America, they're not going to know if the D-line, you know, misfitted or the linebackers missed the gap. But if you mess up, everybody's going to know because there's no one behind you. So definitely just making sure all my guys on the same page and being a great communicator.
Yeah, defensive back, I would say, is one of the tougher positions. Now, I was a tight end. I'd argue we have the toughest, but I'm also going to be real. Specifically corners. I mean, when you're on an island by yourself, I would think that's the most difficult position on a football field. How do you have communications with your guys when they do everything right and such a big moment in a game gets blown by a bad call on a missed offensive pass interference? You know, how are you over there saying, hey, we have to just move past that, don't let that bug you? I mean, it has to bug you at some point, right?
You can't let it bug you. As much as, you know, you don't like the call, I mean, the ref's not going to pick up the flag. They're not going to listen to you. They got a job to do, and it's not an easy job being an official. So, you know, as a DB, you got to have short-term memory. So if you let the last play affect you, it's going to affect you on the next play. So, unfortunately, you know, you got to let it go. As much as you don't want to, you got to let it go, and you got to get ready for the next snap.
We're talking to Caleb Wooden on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. If you're just tuning in, he's presented by Blue Collar Consulting. So Notre Dame's got a lot of things to concern yourself with. The big storyline has been the 2 running backs and their run game in general. Quarterbacks played well most of the year as well, and they've obviously got some good weapons. But what in your responsibilities, I guess, how do you, handle it without getting into scheme and game plan? I mean, as far as, you know, making sure the run game's in check, but also, you know, taking care of the passing attack of them.
We just got to do our job. Like you said, they got 2 really good backs. Those are NFL backs. So we just got to do our job, execute the game plan, the calls that are given to us. We got to execute, rally to the football and tackle.
There was a comment made, I think it was Cam Ball, that talked about that last play where their quarterback ran for the first down, and you guys had him, you know, stopped up, and he just kept forging forward. And Cam made a reference, I think, to, you know, everybody sort of assumed he was going to go down or whatever. And it's crazy because their coaches come out afterwards and said their actual game plan and their actual play call was to hand off to the running back, try to get a couple of yards and punt it away, and you guys would have had a minute left. Unfortunately, didn't drop him down. Do you think that's been an issue at all? You know, guys assuming that somebody's got somebody wrapped up and maybe not rallying to the football, or was that just sort of an isolated incident from your perspective?
I would say we all had to take a hard look in the mirror, and we did our damn best to make sure we got that corrected at practice this week.
I like that. All right, last thing, 11 a.m. game tomorrow. Caleb, what's the sort of schedule for you guys? Moving, when do you eat? Like, what's the plan tomorrow?
Like you said, it's an 11 a.m. kickoff, so we'll be up early at 6, 7 o'clock, eating pregame meal.
Are you more likely?
So, yeah.
Are you a guy that's more likely to be up at 1 in the morning, or a guy that's up at 6 a.m. in the morning?
I don't like the mornings. I can't lie to you. I do not like the mornings.
Okay.
But on the flip side, I do like 11 a.m. games because I don't like sitting around waiting either. Like them 7:30 games. It's nice playing under the lights, but it's the wait for me. You got to wait all day to play football.
Yeah.
So it's a two-sided thing for me.
Sure.
I don't like getting up, but I do like 11 a.m. games. So we'll definitely be ready to go.
I like that. I told Mike Washington yesterday, so the best thing about the 11 a.m. game, if you win, you get to go celebrate all afternoon and enjoy it. I mean, if you play a 7:30 game, it's like you're exhausted, you're ready to crash, and you don't get as much time to drink it in, because I know by Sunday you guys are turning the page to the next one. Although, you got a bye coming up, too. So, I mean, this is one that would really feel awfully good going into the bye week. I'm sure you've probably thought about that. It's always good to soak up a win for a couple of weeks versus the opposite.
Absolutely. A win is always good, but especially going into a bye week where, you get to reevaluate, the season thus far, a win would definitely do us good.
Well, man, listen, best of luck to you. Thanks for adjusting your schedule for us this week. Sorry about the problems with the phones, and good luck this week. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Absolutely.
All right, appreciate it.
All right,
that's Caleb Wooden, Blue Collar Consulting, presenting. Appreciate him, and appreciate you tuning in. Pigskin is a guy who is semi-neutral in this. I know you grew up rooting against Notre Dame because of your Michigan connections.
I hate them.
Okay. This is, by all accounts, no matter how down you are on either team. And look, these teams could both be undefeated without any stretch of anyone's imagination. As a neutral party here, you got to be excited to tune this in at 11 a.m.
It's going to be the game of the day. I'm glad Michigan's got a bye. I can just sit there in my Barca lounger with snacks at the ready, watching Talon Green carve up the Notre Dame secondary, which he's going to do.
What do non-drinkers reach for? Are you drinking coffee at 11 a.m. or are you done by then?
I'm usually done. I drink coffee early and then iced coffee at 3 p.m., but I drink Cheerwine, Diet Barks root beer, Diet ginger ale, anything without sugar.
I'm not one to comment on people's clothing typically. But DJ, you're looking sharp, by the way, in the black buzz shirt.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I see Chuck's left breast there with his little red buzz shirt looking good. Hey, Chuck. But I got to say, the pigskin shirt is particularly cool. It looks like he just got back from Cuba hanging out with Hyman Roth. I mean, it's a really good-looking shirt, Pigskin, I got to say.
I appreciate that.
Very sharp.
Well, I'm trying not to comment on anyone's clothing after Tim Brown didn't appreciate my Century 21 Blazer line.
I don't think Tim Brown had a problem with it. I think some fans are uptight, and they thought it might have been offensive. I'm pretty sure Tim Brown can take a joke. He's a cool dude.
I liked him. I said
awesome.
He was like one of the greatest players I've ever seen. We got some fans around here that, just like some listeners, don't have much of a sense of humor.
Pigskin, there was a guy that called up. You'll remember it well. It was just you and I in the studio that was upset because I made a joking comment about my dog years ago.
I do remember it,
and
yes.
I told the guy he needed to get something, and I took some heat over that, but I thought it was an appropriate comment at that time.
Well, I told Basil, he said something. I said, well, tell those guys to get a sense of humor, okay?
Yeah.
And if you don't want me, get somebody else.
I really thought that those jackets were way golder than they are. It did look like a Century 21 jacket.
It looked like a Century 21 jacket. I'm sorry. I mean, does that make me Hitler for saying it? Apparently so.
You're Hitler for another reason.
Yeah, okay.
Tim Brown is...
I'll put you in the oven. How
I'm
about
joking.
that?
Whoa.
Maybe we'll
Pigskin.
you call me Hitler.
Turn it up a notch.
You call somebody Hitler, they shoot people. You know how that is.
Tim Brown is... golly, a likable character by all accounts. He was funny. He told some great stories. He's an amazing success story. So,
I love him. I mean, came from nothing in Dallas.
He's a remarkable
Wants to be a
person.
deacon at his church. I like those kind of guys.
There's everything to like about him. Yeah, you don't see too many guys that are that achieve at that
level.
level.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm not going to say one word in a couple of weeks when they have the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader coach, because I don't really know what I could say about that, as a minister. I mean,
I don't think there's anything.
I'm just going to pray. Let us pray.
There's nothing anti-religious about
God,
cheerleaders.
thank you for your wonderful creation. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
It's just getting weirder.
That's
JW,
what
what's
I'm
up?
saying. Okay, well, I didn't bring him in.
What's up?
Oh, man. I want to hit on something that we already kind of went over a little bit, but I want a little further detail in the answer. What makes a great offense score a lot of points and have a lot of yards, but they go 3 points in each half? What makes a great offense just stall like that over and over?
JW, did you hear my comment yesterday?
No, I didn't.
I said if they're so good at scripting the plays out of the gate and scoring early, why don't they just script the whole game? It's tongue-in-cheek, but it seems like, at least in the second half, DJ, can we not come out with some kind of script to start the second half?
I mean, you have an idea of what you could rinse and repeat what you do in the first half, but I think so many things change at that point because you got to think, you've already dialed it up. You script plays based off what you saw in the week before and what you're assuming they're going to come out based off the formation you come out on. Now, any good defensive coordinator will be like, okay, this is what they're trying to do today. Let's switch up and not give them the look that they want. I would assume that's how it goes. And so, I don't know. I think the first drive out of the second half is –
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But if the defense is saying, okay, this is what they're going to do, well, they didn't stop them the first time. Why not keep using it until it does not and script a little later? I just don't understand this high-powered offense just going 6 points in two halves. That's a whole game with just 6 points.
What are you talking about? They didn't score 6
The
points.
second half collapses of the offense.
Yeah, but
10 points total.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Ole Miss and Memphis.
10, not 6.
Oh, they had 3 last week.
Not a huge difference.
They definitely did have 3. That's a fact. Last week. Anyway, DJ, thoughts?
All right, guys.
No, you're
Appreciate
right, and it's hard to wrap your mind around, and that's a great question. And I would just have to point that solely on defenses. They make adjustments. Now, what we did miss in the Ole Miss is we needed some field goals, and so you take that. I mean, I'm all perfectly fine with 10 points on the road. If a team that is extremely talented, and when it comes to athletes, I think that's perfectly fine. You just need your defense to respond. And we made adjustments, too, to slow down what they had going on offense in the second half as well. Ole Miss game. Memphis, however, it's just as simple as Talon just kind of, I don't know what
You're
happened.
like, it's just as simple as maybe it's not that simple.
No, it really is. I think Talon just started out of nowhere, just kind of hit this spot where he just kind of kept messing up, and I think that's when Coach Petrino needs to understand, yes, he wants to put up another 30 points, but, okay, how many times do we have to go through this again? Yeah. We should have adjusted and really tried to dominate up front and run the ball and eat the clock and just get out of there with a win. If your quarterback seems to be not like something's going on with him. I mean, there were so many bad throws that were so uncharacteristic, and I mean, you, me, everybody watching that game, as soon as he threw some of them, we were like, yeah. I mean, we even saw the guy before he threw it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain that. I really don't.
Even Michael Jordan had nights where his shots weren't falling. So what do? You go down and take a guard in the post, you attack the basket, or you feed John Paxson or somebody else on your team. I mean, your point has been all week, like, run the dang ball because you can push these guys around. And especially we saw that in the fourth quarter, and absolutely on the last drive, you saw Arkansas get physical and sort of, impose their will. Going back to the Washington play, too, and I appreciate Mike coming on yesterday, but, I was hoping that his explanation would be a little bit different, but he said, I felt like I had to get the first down, and I'm like, but you didn't, and I understand why you want to do that, but I'm like, man, you still had third down, and you're trying to milk the clock. You really have 2 downs if you need them, but you're already in field goal range, so it's a chip shot. If you have to kick a field because you don't get on third down, it's fine, but it's like, and I understand what he's saying. He's just trying to make a play, and it's just hard. It breaks your heart. But, he did admit, like, I didn't have 2 hands on the ball like I should have, and I shouldn't have reached. And, it's a learning thing. And you'd think at this point, DJ, as much football as you guys have played by the time you're sophomores, juniors, seniors in college, that these things are already instilled in you, but I guess we're still learning as we go through. I've been doing radio for 20 years, and I'm still figuring things out, so I guess here we go.
Hey, do you think Talon may be starting to gravitate a little bit too much towards Omega Blake?
Yep, here we go. It's funny you say that because I noticed the numbers. I don't know if you saw the catches. He is overwhelmingly the number one receiver. And Omega Blake right now has 24 catches. The next most, 11. So I guess we could sort of draw some parallels from last year, and let's be real, that got him in trouble, right?
And I would say the first pick he threw against Memphis, he was trying to throw to Omega Blake. If I'm remembering correctly, the one that was just blatant over the middle when he missed that guy, he was trying to squeeze into Omega. The one that he converted on 3rd and 8, which should have been a pick, he was trying to squeeze it into Omega. You think I just feel like he's really he has this like safety net, and last year was Armstrong, and this year it's Omega. It's interesting.
Would you call Talon Green the leader of the offense, DJ?
Yes.
Well, then I need the Alpha to stay away from the Omega for just a minute. You know what I mean?
Look at you, man. You're on it. That was good.
DJ, those are two Greek terms, in case you didn't get that.
Oh, he picked right up on that.
I'm on that one.
Clint Stoerner coming up, 10:30. DJ Williams in Fayetteville. Walk-Ons is our host today. We're going to be back up there in a couple weeks, DJ, before the Texas A&M game. That's going to be a fun weekend. Hall of Honor tonight. Clint Stoerner is going in as one of the honorees, along with DJ's old teammate, Ryan Mallett. And it's going to be a very special night up in Fayetteville. I'm sure there'll be some wet eyes, I'm guessing, before the day is over, but we'll talk more about that. Clint Stoerner's on the other side. Stick around.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
This is SportsCenter.
All 4 Division I Arkansas colleges are in action this weekend. It all begins tomorrow at 11 a.m. right here on 103.7 The Buzz and on ABC when Arkansas takes on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Hog Wild pregame show is at 7 a.m. live from Walk-Ons with David Basil and Trey Schapp. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. you can catch this one on Buzz too. It's Arkansas State and Louisiana Monroe. It's also on ESPN+. The Red Wolves trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. UCA football on 94.1 The Point takes place tomorrow at 6 p.m. They take on Lamar. They're trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. And then finally, at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, Arkansas Pine Bluff hosts Alcorn State. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
At Eat My Catfish, fall is our favorite time of the year, and football season isn't the only thing making a comeback. Available now, our famous shrimp gumbo and Cajun boudin balls make their return to the menu. Order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, Eat My Catfish.
Hey, this is Mitch at Red River Ram Dodge Chrysler Jeep. You know, I saw an ad the other day, and I thought, no wonder people don't trust car dealers. I looked up the discount they were offering that was $20,000 off, only to find out they put a $12,000 to $15,000 lift kit on this truck, marked it up $38,000, and then said they're taking $20,000 off. Make that make sense in somebody's head. Folks, come check us out. RedRiverRam.com. See why we're Arkansas's #1 Ram dealer, or make that beautiful drive right here to Heber Springs.
Jim's Razorback Pizza is the place to visit when craving some delicious, authentic pizza. They're known for amazing thin crust pies and the best Detroit-style deep dish pizza in town. You can also order freshly baked pasta or wings, along with specialty baked sandwiches, fries, and signature salads. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, they'll save you a seat at Jim's Razorback Pizza in Little Rock and Morgan Maumelle.
You know, in football, the best teams always have a game plan. This is Coach Houston Nutt. I'm joining Gen Wealth Financial Advisors for the Business Owner Summit. I'll be sharing my own experiences about leadership and what it takes to be successful on and off the field. Don't miss it. Seats are limited. So reserve yours today at getreadyforthefuture.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Genwell Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The Genesises from Genesis of Conway have become so popular that now Genesis of Conway has a tremendous selection of pre-owned trade-ins. Highline vehicles, low mileage, great prices at a dealership that is unlike any you've ever seen. Spoiler alert, when you visit Genesis of Conway, you will get spoiled. It's unlike any dealership you've ever seen, even when you go pre-owned. Go see them, and it will hit you like it has so many. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Welcome back to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, we're going to get Clint Stoerner on here momentarily. We're trying to... Oh, look at that handsome face. I see him. I see him. I know him. I know
What's
him.
up, fellas?
He's a
What's
Razorback
going on?
Hall of Honor guy. His name is Clint Stoerner. This is the first time we have ever done this where we got a guest on by video. And Christian, I don't know what we got to do to get his audio up, but this is pretty neato. DJ, what's up? Are you there? Are we good?
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm looking at Stoerner right
Look
now.
at
Look
that.
at that.
Oh, my
Are we
God.
taking
He will
steps
have
in the
to
right
talk to us on the
direction?
phone. What's that?
He will have to talk to us on the phone.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the audio won't
Yeah, we
come
can't do the
through.
video.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we probably discussed that on the front end. We guess we didn't.
Dang, we almost had it, man.
Well, he looks good. Everybody look at Clint. See him?
Dang.
Now we have to figure out if we can get his audio to work off of his phone. Can you do that simultaneously where the video works and he's on speaker?
Can he call somebody else?
Can he call the house on or call the show on speaker? Or Clint, are you home? Grab your wife's phone. Lauren, I need your phone, honey.
Yeah, that looks good.
Bring me
Here's
your phone.
the thought. If you guys get 2 paper cups and connect them to a string, you can talk to each other that way. I used to do that when I was 3.
Old school.
Pigskin, we're breaking new ground here. Listen, we've had a hard enough time this week just doing the basic crap that we try to do normally, and this is earth-shattering and groundbreaking.
Does he have the hotline number?
I don't know that. Clint,
Does anybody have his wife's number? DJ, do you have his wife's number?
Oh, my God.
Careful, Christian.
Hey, that almost got buried. He brought it back.
Oh, man. Let me see. I don't think I have Lauren's number. Stoerner, check your phone. I'll send you the hotline number on your phone, and then you can
Give me the number, boys.
Because nobody has her number, which is probably for the best.
He's trying to tell us something. I'm not picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Christian, just text him this hotline number. This segment's brought to you in part by our friends at Oaklawn, and we'll get Clint on by video and by audio here momentarily. Pretty excited about all this. This is going to add so much to the show. We've had a good week with some new things. We've had a tough week with some basic things that we couldn't execute. But you know what? It's cool. We're going to get our damn phones worked out. I know that. Oaklawn's always got it worked out. If you want to go have some fun, they've worked that part out too. Go see them. Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band's coming up October 4th. Oh, you know what's tonight is Brett Michaels. Brett Michaels is tonight, and then we're doing a buy one, get one free, trying to get a few people in there, the last few seats, trying to pack that place out. So if you want to go see the lead singer of Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, go see him tonight. Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band with Bobby Rush, October 4th. Tickets on sale at Oaklawn.com. Whitney Cummings, October 25th, and Kathleen Madigan is coming up on January 17th. There's a new show that's going to be announced on Monday, Zach told me, during Oaklawn Game Day, so stay tuned for that. Oaklawn Sports app to get your wagers down, and Zach will give us the updated odds, but I can tell you it was 4.5 the other day and the over of 64. Pigskin, we both agree. I think most people do. It's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Pound the over. Yes.
It's 4.5 right now. Do you love Florida State tonight at Virginia?
Yeah, they're going to kill them.
It's a 7-point line. I don't understand that.
Matter. Florida State's got something that travels, a defensive
I don't know
line.
what's going on. Can you hear me?
Terrorize the other quarterback, you can win anywhere.
Absolutely.
That's why I think Oklahoma,
all right, how about now?
Mateer, has a puncher's chance in these games coming up because they got a great defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, man. I've never done. When I stream, typically I just join the radio show on the deal. I don't know what you want me to call on this phone and be on another one.
Because we probably did not have his video silenced on the video, so he'll have to be careful with that. Christian, we got to figure out how to
So
make
you want me
sure
to talk on this phone though while I'm on camera?
Because
what are you basing that on? 30
okay,
years
with
of
the phone
knowing
in my
him?
ear.
Well, I don't think he's going to say anything other than, fellas, can't hear you.
I don't have any headphones. I'm not prepared to do all this. I thought I'd just turn my phone on and do it like I normally do, man.
In Fayetteville, if you mention the buzz, they're going to give you a free small cheese fry, DJ. I don't know if you've taken advantage of that yet. You should definitely mention the Buzz. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, working on it.
So they've got, listen, it's a
okay.
great place to hang out for pregame. Maybe not so much tomorrow, but pregame normally.
Okay.
Postgame for sure this weekend, and to watch all the other games. And there are a ton of great games.
Let me see if I can grab
slate.
some headphones
We've
real
talked
quick.
a lot about Ole Miss and LSU, but there are some great national games tomorrow. Alabama and Georgia is almost an afterthought, which is insane, but shouldn't be. Tennessee and Mississippi State. We're separating the wheat from the chaff in Starkville this weekend, Pigskin.
Listen, that's a good place to do it in Stark Vegas.
It's a hard place to play. I do like Tennessee to go on the road and find a way to win.
Yeah, they got too much for them, I think.
I think you're probably right. What else we got? Nationally, obviously, the big game is Penn State, Oregon. You got a strong feeling there?
Here's the problem. When Penn State plays people that they have much, much more talent than, they almost always win.
Mm-hmm.
When they play someone who has equal or better talent, they almost always lose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's at home.
Mm-hmm.
They got a senior quarterback in his 17th year. So, man, I think if Penn State's ever going to break through and get off that 1 of 16 schneid against ranked opponents, I think it's this week. So I'm going to pick Penn State by 4 points. I think they're going to win.
I'm in Oregon's camp. I think Oregon's going to be a contender for the national championship.
They're really good.
I keep waiting for Lanning because he plays, to me, the perfect combination of tough defense, but they've got great weapons offensively. They can score. I love their team overall.
He's like an SEC defense with Phil Knight skill position money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good combination.
I think they're going to be it'll be a whale of a game for sure. That's another evening one, I think. So still working out Clint here. I don't know exactly what's going on. Ryder Cup, by the way, United States getting buried so far, 3-zip. United States, it's as if these guys did not know until this morning when they woke up, DJ, that they were going to play alternate shot. They're like, wait, what? What do you mean? You said foursomes. I thought we were doing our own ball the whole way. No, that's this afternoon for the 4-ball. The foursomes has always been a problem. I don't know why the Euros are so much better at alternate shot.
They are.
Maybe because they're more given to socialism than we are. I don't know what it is, but it is pretty wild to me that they stink so bad at this format. Now, they're trying to eke out 1 point out of this whole thing so they could be down 3-1 going into the afternoons, and then we'll go into the 4-balls, and I think we'll have a lot better look. So we'll see. One to play.
Some of those kids that didn't play this morning are going to play this afternoon.
Schauffele and Cantlay are up 1 with 1 to go, so they got a shot to close things out here and get the United States a point. If they lose this hole and get halved, I'm going to be furious. They better knuckle up or knuckle down or whatever you're supposed to say.
I think it's pretty much over already.
What do you mean?
I mean the whole Ryder Cup. I think this is it.
Why?
We're going to be so far behind, we're not going to be able to dig out of this hole. That's what I think.
Everything comes down to Sunday with the singles. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah,
we
you
got
think
forever
it
to
does,
go.
but if they got a 6-point lead, it ain't going to matter because we're not winning 10 out of 12. I mean, if we win, 7 out of 12, that would be good.
Did you guys watch the game last night?
Yes.
DJ, did you stay up and watch? Highlights, okay.
No.
I had a charity event last night, and it was a cool event. It's for Potluck, which they help. Basically, they collect food from events.
That is awesome. I love that concept.
From events and from restaurants that aren't going to use the food, and then they distribute it out to people who need it.
Yeah.
So as opposed to going into a landfill, it goes into people's bellies who are hungry. It's a really great organization. But I got to MC the event last night, and they had a really cool silent auction. I got some neat stuff out of there. But anyway, when we got done, we went over to Dugan's and we watched the end of the game. It was the skankiest-looking game-winning field goal I have ever seen that went through. It was pretty wild to me. But their guy kicked a 52-yarder, and it was a weirdest kick. I'm like, he missed it. And then they're like, good. And I'm like, okay. I guess I couldn't tell from my angle.
Knuckleball. I'm a big Mike McDonald fan. I think he's an up-and-coming coaching star.
Yeah?
Love the guy.
I like Michael McDonald, too.
Not that guy.
Oh, I like Norm McDonald, too.
What a fool believes. I love Norm.
R.I.P. All right, I love Clint Stoerner, too.
Stoerner, play action. Looking, pumps, throws down the middle. Touchdown! Arkansas! Oh, my!
Clint Stoerner is brought to you by Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, the home of the big lot.
Stoerner throws, caught. Emmanuel Goodwin to tackle. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Visit them at Alcoa Road in Benton or check them out at chriscranecars.com.
Play fake, Stoerner steps out of trouble. Wow. To a wide open receiver. It's Cobb towards the end zone. Touchdown!
Well, the Hall of Famer and Hall of Honor member, Clint Stoerner, running the phone bone over there. Clint, we got you?
Hey, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
I love it. This is awesome.
I'm locked and loaded.
Christian,
hey, the technology is it gets me from time to time. You know what I mean?
It happens. It happens. No big deal. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. Let me start by saying congratulations. Big night. And to go in with some of the legends you're being joined by, including Ryan Mallett. I mean, you guys are two of the best to ever do it. You got, national championship member on that list tonight, too. I mean, what a great group.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm excited about it, and you mentioned Ryan Mallett. I'm excited to go in with one of the greatest to ever do it, alongside one of the greatest to ever do it, especially given the circumstances that are. So I'm excited about it for multiple reasons. Obviously, I got some people here, some family here to celebrate it with as well, and so yeah, man, it's gonna be a good week, and we gotta. They did it. I admire and respect them for doing it on the Notre Dame weekend, and not a weekend when you got a for sure win or what should be a for sure win. So we got us a big game as well, guys. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
Absolutely. Well, again, congrats. I'm excited for you and everybody else connected with it. This is your second trip to Arkansas in 2 weeks, I understand.
Yeah. So last weekend I came for a brief stay. I mean, it was a good time.
Was it?
I'm glad you brought that up though, because see here. We came up last weekend for a wedding, and the wedding was actually this weekend. So the scheduling was a little bit off there. So here's the deal. We were in Little Rock already. I got some good business taken care of Friday morning, and so that was a plus. And then instead of going to a wedding, I got a chance to spend a weekend with my bride who needed some time away from some adult time. Justin, you've been through that, obviously. Some adult time away from the kiddos.
Yep.
And so we just had a solid little weekend in Little Rock, man. But since you bring that up, I do want to wish my man Lane Hatcher and his bride best of luck and tonight with the wedding, as well as moving forward as a couple, man. And just remember, simple things done savagely well, and it works in sports and it works in marriage, my man.
How long were you in Little Rock before you realized the wedding was not this weekend or last weekend?
Well, I flew in Thursday night, had some really solid, took care of some solid business Friday, did my show from y'all's studio. Thank the Buzz for making that possible, and then we got up Saturday morning, and we had a buddy of mine, his fiance's 40th birthday. It was a little watch party for the Hogs. So we were watching the Hogs, and the plan was to watch the Hogs and then go get ready and go to a wedding. Well, I look across at my man Justin Pierce, County Line Liquor, I believe, and he says, "Man, what are you in town for?" I said, "Well, a wedding." "At your wedding?" He said, "Well, that's next weekend. I'm providing all the alcohol." So I'm pretty sure that's next weekend. And you can doubt a lot of people in your life, but you never doubt the beer man.
No.
And the beer man was right. So I looked at my wife and said, "Oh boy, what have we done?"
Isn't it kind of funny that a football star like Lane is getting married on a football Saturday in the fall?
On Notre Dame of all.
I mean, why can't you do this in the summer?
It is a weird one. Or in an off week. I saw the AD at Iowa State, his daughter's getting married this weekend. Or last weekend she got married, and it was an off week for Iowa State. And I was like, okay, well, at least you're getting married while it's during football season. At least it's during an off week. So, and there's so many good games this weekend.
Well, look,
anyway.
anybody that knows Greg Hatcher knows that the man enjoys a good challenge. So, I mean, I don't know why the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm sure Lane feels the same way, and nothing like having that wedding on Hall of Honor weekend, Notre Dame, Arkansas weekend, and I can't make it. Damn it, I would be there if I wasn't being honored. I would be there for sure, support my man Lane.
Clint, we have chopped up the Memphis game 9 ways to Sunday, so I'm not going to go down that way. I do want you to tell me how Arkansas beats Notre Dame this week and keys in your mind to the matchup.
Well, I don't think it's hard to get to a place where Arkansas can win this game this weekend. This is not your typical Notre Dame team that comes in with a great defense with Marcus Freeman as a head coach, defensive-minded head coach. It's not that Notre Dame, that Notre Dame team that I think we come to expect, at least under Freeman. And I think they're better on offense. So they're worse on defense than expected, better on offense than expected. This is going to be a heck of a quarterback matchup with an up-and-comer in the Carr kid at Notre Dame. And so I think this is going to be, for us fans, it's going to be a hell of a game. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a lot of points scored. I've been on the over for about a week now.
Yep.
2 weeks now. And so, yeah, man, I think it's going to be entertaining. And this is one of those games where, look, I think we know who Arkansas is. High-powered on offense. They can hurt you on the ground with multiple players, and they can spin it around the park. And on defense, they ain't worth a damn. And when it boils down to it, can Taylor Green and Bobby Petrino outscore Notre Dame's offense versus our terrible defense? And that's what this thing boils down to. How perfect can Taylor Green be? I think every game that we've seen them lose, I think there's been two or three throws, big throws that were touchdowns over the top that we were overthrown or underthrown, which in a normal world we wouldn't even be talking about. But they have to be so perfect offensively that Taylor Green has to hit those plays. There'll be 2 or 3 plays in the second half of this ball game that'll lead. It's either going to those 3 plays alone will determine, does Arkansas win this game or does Arkansas lose it by double digits?
Clint Stoerner joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Appreciate him coming in. Again, going to hang out in Fayetteville this weekend. He's brought to you by Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram. DJ astutely made a good point earlier. Omega Blake, 24 receptions. Next highest receiver, Jaylen Brown and C.J. Brown, have 11 apiece. So last year, one of the complaints with Armstrong was he locked in on him a little too much. Well, that was great for Armstrong. He led the SEC in receptions and yards. Maybe not as good for Arkansas's offense. We expected more divvying it up this year. I got a text here from my buddy El Guapo. He says, Kevin Kelly would tell Taylor, you're not allowed to throw to Blake the next game. And he probably would. But are you concerned about that at all? Because, DJ pointed out maybe a couple of those picks, he was trying to force it into his favorite guy.
Yeah, look, I'm not worried about the numbers. Now, the thought of forcing it into your favorite guy and getting locked into a guy that you're trying to force the ball to in critical situations, and you're not trusting the offense, that's a problem. I'm not concerned with the numbers themselves, though. I think Omega Blake is a very quarterback-friendly player. I don't think he has double the catches of everybody else because he's bigger, faster, stronger. I think he's savvy. I think he presents himself well to the quarterback. And I don't ever, when that's the case, when that's the dynamic between quarterback and pass catcher, I don't ever want to even be concerned about that, right? I think last year what we saw more of an offense that was trying to force the ball to one guy. And so that guy's numbers were ballooning. And the other guys around him are sitting around going, man, I'm open, or man, how come I can't get looks, or how come we can't get me simple touches? I don't watch this offense and think that. I mean, I watch this offense and I feel like maybe better than I've ever seen him. Taylor Green is going through progressions. He's spreading the ball around. It just so happens to be that Omega Blake is the most dependable guy and the most quarterback-friendly guy. So I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about the number game at all, no.
All right, very good. Clint, have a great weekend, man. You earned it, and I'm glad you guys are back in Arkansas. Tell Lauren hello and tell her thanks for letting us use her phone, and we will catch you next week, my man.
All right, boys. I will have this thing figured out next week, and hopefully we'll have all these celebrations behind us, and hopefully we'll have us a win under our belt.
Congrats, Big Red. You earned it, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
All right. There you go. We're going to end the week, after all our technical problems, with a new foray into technology, DJ. I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, you like that?
Morse,
I'm also
Morse
very
code.
happy. Are you looking at me? You see me right now?
I see you.
Look what just came out. Look at this.
Oh. Is that the sampler there?
They got the sampler right here.
With the cheese logs, they're insane.
Cheese log thing.
Oh, man.
And then we got the buffalo chicken nachos right
Bro,
there.
I had both those last time I was up there. So good.
It's so good like that. I may have to bust up my camera so people can get a real good look at that.
Should be against the law to eat that good, DJ.
It's like that, huh? All right. Well, before we head to break, I want to tell you about my friends over there at LeVar Law. Doing such a great job making sure they're taking care of everybody. Alan LeVar, such a great attorney. Big time when it comes to not being worried about the bottom line. I know sometimes people get in a situation and they work with somebody they don't know. They're always curious, whose best interest do they have in mind? Is it mine or themselves? Well, Alan LeVar, I'm telling you right here, he cares about his clients. Over 20 years of experience, over $58 million in settlements to his clients. And so what type of law are we talking about? Personal injury lawyer, he got you covered. Car accident, truck accident, motorcycle, amusement park ride, dog bite. I don't care if it's a Chihuahua or a Rottweiler. My guy's got you covered from top to bottom. So if you find yourself in a situation you need some help, LeVar Law is the place to go. Multiple locations all across the state, all the way from Little Rock, Conway, Arkadelphia, Jonesboro. We're hitting it all, y'all. If you'd like to find more information about how you can get set up and get taken care of, all you have to do is head to LeVarLaw.com.
Hey, Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Lost in the business jungle? From new solo proprietors to established multi-owner companies, don't monkey around with your business. There's nothing better than Lion Guidance. Hire Lion Legal. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of legal lions. Whether in negotiations or war, all businesses need the roar. For exceptional communication and exceptional results in all business-related legal matters, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Looking for burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, ball games, and brunch? Look no further than Washita Bar and Grill, 915 Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Washita Bar and Grill, family and pet friendly, with indoor and outdoor seating available. Bingo Bango Brunch, served on Sundays from 11 till 3, with live music Thursday through Saturday. Take a look on Facebook to see what events they've got going on this week, and join the fun at Washita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
It's Justin Acri for Coffin by Design West. Shop with the local folks and get exactly what you want. You can also shop from the convenience of your own home by going to kaufmanlumber.com. There's an online store with over 800,000 items in inventory that can be delivered straight to your front door. Items in inventory include everything from hardware to housewares, heating and cooling supplies, lawn and garden tools, sporting goods, store and office supplies, and there's a huge range of products in each area available. So go by their store in West Little Rock at 14900 Cantrell Road, or do your shopping online at kaufmanlumber.com.
Big savings are rolling now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of the $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Drive a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer for just $249 a month, or save up to $13,000 on new Silverados. Plus, we're paying up to 20% over Kelley Blue Book for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And right now, you can get it all with no payments until 2026. Stop by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
The Zone has a little bit of everything. Looks, DJ Williams. Confidence, DJ Williams. Athletic ability, DJ Williams. Brains, Christian Weaver. Oh, and Justin Acri is on the show, too. Now, let's get into the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio and see what the guys have for us today.
I was so high, I did not recognize.
All right, wrapping up our first hour. It's 10:57. Some D3 Auto Sales text offerings here. No disrespect to Stoerner, this says from the 501, but his mother is a must listen to whenever you can catch her baseball comments. Yes, listen, Stoerner's mom is one of a kind. We love Mama Hog.
She's hilarious. She's not happy about the Mariners clinching the AL West, I assume.
Probably not as a Rangers fan, yes. Can hear Clint loud and clear.
Fan.
Is she? I thought she was a Rangers fan.
They're Houston.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hire the Decade with DJ. His genuineness across all platforms is refreshing. DJ, how you like that? Not too proud.
Yeah, I like that. Can you tell Pigskin to put his headset on? I got a message for y'all.
Yep, make it quick.
What you got?
Yeah, Coach Tim Perry is watching, and he wanted to say hi to both of y'all.
All right,
he's watching where he's from. He's on the stream. He's watching.
Tim Perry is a legend of football and a great dude.
Yes, he is.
And his wife is better than him. She's awesome.
Is. I love Miss Perry. Yes, she is. She's great. She's great.
Let's get TJ and Stoerner as co-head coaches, says Boyd, and I'm sure they can figure out some defensive people from the old Arkansas teams. Let's get all Arkansas boys coaching with Houston Nutt as the athletic director. You know what? That's probably not the most uncommon or unpopular thought process I've ever had, although I don't know that either guy is, no offense, qualified for that. But
thank you.
I'm going to be in Hot Springs tomorrow. What's the best place to catch the game and have 1 to 8 beers, Jake says. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. Washita Bar and Grill, what are you talking about?
$950,000
Oh, yeah.
Agent 7 operation at Southland Casino Hotel. Earn entries daily in August and September to win huge free play prizes or a 2025 BMW. Join us August 30th and September 27th when 10 lucky spies will win up to $10,007 in free play or your own getaway car. A 2025 BMW. You've got your mission. Agent 7 operation at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Go to The Warehouse, 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot, Arkansas's trusted source for quality flooring, including SPC vinyl waterproof flooring starting at $139 a square foot, tile starting at 59 cents a square foot, next-gen waterproof hardwood, and many other building materials at unbeatable prices. Contractor, home builder, or DIYer, we've got what you need in stock and ready to go. Go see the Flooring King, The Warehouse at Natural State Wholesale, building better naturally.
Fernando Carmona joins Out of Bounds, courtesy of Colonial Life Independent Agents, Charlie Schaaf and Damon Francis. Call 501-413-4005.
Sports talk and entertainment.
I can't understand the food in your mouth.
That'll put a smile on your face.
I'm being serious. I can't understand the word you say.
Lono County deputies has a man in custody for what they describe as one of the most disturbing animal cruelty cases they've ever seen. The sheriff's office received a tip about dogs being kept in poor condition in the South Bend area. Deputies went to the property and found 16 pit bulls chained up on short chains. They were severely malnourished and had no access to food or water. Their owner, 38-year-old Daniel Tonese, is now charged with 19 counts of aggravated animal cruelty. Tonese is currently out on bond right now, and rescue groups have removed the dogs from its property. The sheriff's office is looking for people to adopt or foster the dogs or donate to help cover the cost of their care. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a fantastic Friday, everyone.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A nice sunny day with a high of 82 degrees this afternoon and a north wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, the wind becomes calm, will be clear, it'll get cool, dropping to 60 in Little Rock with some patchy fog Saturday morning. And Saturday, it will be a mostly sunny day and a high of 83. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Proudly serving Little Rock and the surrounding areas, All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros is your trusted one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. We know that tire needs and auto repair services can be stressful and unplanned, but at All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, we offer fast and simple financing for everyone. Whether you're looking for new tires or any kind of auto repair, we have your financing needs covered. Visit us in Mapleville or Little Rock today or online at allabouttireandbrake.com. Tire Pros. Love the drive.
MNB is proud to be serving Central Arkansas. No matter where you are in life, it's nice to know you have a partner when it comes to banking. Whether it's buying that first home, growing your business, or planning for retirement, we understand that everyone's challenges are different. At MNB, we can guarantee a great personal banking experience. Let us work to help you with your next life moment. Stop into one of our many locations and let us show you what community banking is really like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. The loyalty of a good dog is one of life's inspiring examples. This unwavering devotion moved the ancient Romans to call their dogs by a name that in Latin means, I am faithful. This name continues to be used whenever we call a dog Fido. Ask any Marine what Semper Fidelis means, always faithful. Thomas Jefferson said, he who does most in God's great world, who does his best in his own little world. Stop by today and register at your nearest Doublebees for your chance to win a brand new Bad Boy 550 four-wheel drive side-by-side, purchased from the Bad Boy Superstore in Searcy. This terrific Bad Boy vehicle will be given away on a special broadcast of Drive Time Sports
October the 8th. Need not be present to win.
It's the end of summer and there's no better time to update your outdoor furniture. Stop by Congo Fireplace and Patio, Arkansas's largest patio furniture and accessory showroom. Since 1920, Congo has always had the best price, best selection, and best service in the Mid-South. Save now on all in-stock dining groups, seating groups, bar sets, and fire pits. Plus, if you're interested in gas logs, inserts, or wood-burning stoves for this winter, now is the time to shop. Delivery and setup is available for anywhere in Arkansas. Shop local and feel the difference. Family owned and operated for over 100 years, Congo Fireplace and Patio, I-30 Benton.
Oh, my business needs an attorney.
Don't delay. Call Jay. If you have any legal questions, call Jay for free 24/7, 501-951-1333. Jay Martin, for all your legal needs. Don't delay. Call Jay.
Protection starts at the top of your business and the top of your home. Absolute Roofing and Construction will make sure you have the absolute protection for your home or business. Free estimates from Tiger Lee, licensed, insured, and bonded with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Absolute Roofing works all over the state. See their work and get in touch on Facebook at Absolute Roofing and Construction, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
Volkswagen of Little Rock is committed to delivering a car buying experience that's grounded in expertise, integrity, and respect. From the moment you arrive, our team is here to help you find the right fit. Whether that's the versatile Tiguan, the all-electric ID4, or one of our thoroughly inspected pre-owned models, we take pride in providing a low-pressure, informative environment where your questions are answered and your time is valued. Visit Volkswagen of Little Rock today, or begin your search anytime at www.vwoflittlerock.com.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
Well, something really magical happened yesterday as we welcome you back in. We found another pair of Razorback tickets. Oh, there's Donald Trump at the Ryder Cup. Look at that. It's Casual Friday.
He could have played better than some of those guys this morning.
It's going tie-free. I don't know how he feels about alternate shot. Anyway, DJ Williams and Walk-Ons and Fayetteville, and we appreciate them hosting the show today along with all of our great sponsors. And I want to tell you all about them before we dive in here too deep on the report.
Coverage of the Arkansas Notre Dame game, live from Walk-Ons in Fayetteville, and brought to you in part by Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Genesis of Conway, Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Bale Chevrolet, Winrock Automotive, and Network Services Group.
One call does it all. Appreciate you. All right. We're going to give away some Razorback tickets, like I said, a little bit later on in the show, so stick around for that or come back after this segment if you're interested in that. There is football happening in Northwest Arkansas this weekend. Don't know if you heard. And we're going to start things off tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning. Yes, you heard me correct. By the way, there's a 5:45 a.m. SEC football report in case you're interested in getting up real early and having coffee. Don't miss the Gen Wells show. Hog Wild Game Day starts at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Goodness gracious. And then the football broadcast from Learfield at 8. Also have Arkansas State football, by the way, over on Buzz 2 and UCA over on the Point 94.1. We're also going to be carrying Alabama, Georgia, big one this weekend. And Christian, our question of the day today is about the other games that are people, what are you most interested in? Alabama, Georgia, LSU, and Ole Miss, and the most important game of the weekend, Oregon, Penn State. which I think is trending third. No surprise in this SEC-centric world. You guys do realize they play football outside the SEC, right?
No. It's easily the best game of the weekend. Or most intriguing, I would say.
It's the most important game of the weekend for sure from a positioning standpoint. Both teams very likely could end up as playoff teams, but obviously any of the 4 SEC teams playing in those marquee matchups could end up as playoff teams too. But I think the Tennessee-Mississippi State game is a really sneaky, interesting, important game as well, because it's either going to establish that Mississippi State's been faking us all out, or it's going to appear perhaps that they are a legitimate contender, because we all know Tennessee's really good and could have very easily beaten Georgia at their place.
You know who I think is overrated in the SEC this year? LSU. I don't think they're as good as everyone thinks they are.
We can't seem to figure out why their offense isn't working as well as we expected.
I agree with that.
Their defense is every bit as
better
good, I
than
think.
it's been. Perkins is looking great.
No, but their offense, with Nussmeier, who was one of the best quarterbacks supposedly to start the season, it hasn't panned out that way so far.
I wouldn't take him over Talon. No way.
I wouldn't either. I'm not even sure he's the best quarterback in the game this weekend, but we're going to find out.
We are going to find out. Trinidad. I like that.
That dude's pretty good.
He's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great story if that works out and they keep rolling.
What if he won the Heisman?
Okay, take it easy. Maybe.
Well, Mateer's out. Somebody's got to win.
Well, why not Talon?
Fernando Mendoza.
If Talon would quit throwing it to the other team so much.
Well, if they go 5-7, he ain't going to win. I mean,
yeah, obviously you got to win some games.
Yeah, you got to win
does
games.
help. There's baseball afoot, or bats and balls, I should say, afoot, all over Fayetteville this weekend, including tonight. 6 o'clock, it's the Fall Classic at Baum Walker for the intra-squad scrimmage. They will be playing teams in other uniforms coming up in the not-too-distant future. But if you want to catch that, it is free again, 6 o'clock. What a great way to start the weekend. I love that. And then they've got all kinds of events going on. You can go to ArkansasRazorbacks.com related to the Notre Dame game. And I'm sure there's a party at Big Red's or whatever that bar's called on top of the stadium, DJ. I've never been in there, but pretty awesome.
I think it's Big Red's.
Yeah, we'll give away tickets during the birthday trivia, I guess, Chris, unless you want to do it before that. Is that okay?
No, I just had somebody call in, and I missed when you said this.
Yeah. Last thing is there's also softball on Sunday. So you got a full weekend. Friday baseball, Saturday football, Sunday softball. I don't know if volleyball's playing at home this weekend too, but I bet Tom Murphy does. Anyway, first pitch, 1 o'clock. It's a doubleheader, 7 innings each at Bogle Park. And Harding, it's Bisons and Hogs, or Razorbacks, this weekend in Fayetteville. Pretty cool deal. So you get to watch some in-state softball if you're interested in such things. All right, let's get Tom in and visit about the matchup this week. I'm pretty excited about having Tom as always, and I am hyped about the game. Tom, I can't wait for 11 a.m. tomorrow. Looking forward to it. How are you?
I'm doing great, and yeah, I like the 11 o'clock games, but man, to hear coaches talk about it, Lane Kiffin kind of espoused on that last week, and I think Sam would also prefer a night kickoff, just louder, rowdier, what have you. But 11 o'clock works for us in our deadline.
Tom, when I was in college, there was a place called Tip Top. It was a little hole-in-the-wall dive bar on the edge of campus, and we would go there at 6 a.m. on game days, and we would drink beer, and we would eat chili. And by the time the game kicked off, and Tom, this might be before a 2:30 game, we would be pretty well ready to roll. And even for an 11 a.m. kick, I got to think that is plenty of time for the average fan to get juiced. So I don't want to hear any of your crybaby complaints, Razorback fans, about how it's too early for you to be hyped up for the game. The booze flows at 6 a.m. just as well as it does at noon. So if that's what it takes for you to get rowdy, then by God, get your butt up early, find a place to have a cocktail, and get to work. Anyway, that's my pep talk for the day.
I hear what you're saying, Justin. I'm not going to advocate for morning drinking, but hey, man, some people are going to do it. There's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tom, listen, a lot of people are going to be drinking afterwards, too, if they pull off the victory. And these are two teams that could very easily, with no stretch of the imagination, be undefeated. A couple of heartbreaking losses for Notre Dame, especially the home one to A&M, and for Arkansas, pretty well documented there. I will say this, that I really respect Marcus Freeman a lot, and I respect him even more for what happened this week, which is him giving a very full and realistic account of the injury situation in South Bend before they travel down to Fayetteville. There are other coaches, and I won't name them, but we'll just call them Bane Biffin to protect their anonymity, who maybe aren't quite so forthcoming on their injury report, Tom. So I brought up the kicker situation to their play-by-play guy yesterday. He expects him to go, but having a kicker in a game that's a little under the weather, considering how close this game could be and how it could come down to the wire, last possession type of ball game, might be a little bit of a factor, I would think.
Yeah, that's a big deal. The replacement guy, and I don't remember all their names, the replacement guy was 8 for 8, I believe, on touchback, so he's got a big leg, clearly. And I don't know what his field goal range is or accuracy or anything like that. But you gave me a lot to chew on. And I say I admire Marcus Freeman as well for their honesty, integrity, what have you, on the availability report, which Sam Pittman was asked about this week. But it's a fascinating matchup in that you're right. Both teams could be unbeaten. And what has prevented that? Well, they've had, a tough road game in Notre Dame's case, opening at Miami, which is number 2 in the country. And Arkansas, with, every being in position to win both of those road games, and just little things. I mean, you could say officiating decisions, and then the Heat in the second half, they weren't as sharp on offense, and Memphis is a great second half adjustment defense, and then the late fumbles, and they would be 4-0 too. And the fan base, it's like a total 180. The fan base would be giddy, thinking that they have a chance to knock off Notre Dame and go to 5-0, but they're not there. And that's where the players have to kind of refocus. And y'all had a really nice interview with Mike Washington Jr. yesterday on the Buzz, in which he kind of talked about that. They understand they could be 4-0, but you can't fret about what could have been. You have to focus on the now. And from everything I've heard about practices, they've been gritty and physical. To me, that equates with we haven't been a good tackling team. We have to swarm to the ball better. To me, if they swarm to the ball in the last 2 games and they do it in this game, they have a chance to win all 3 of those games.
Yeah, back in the day, Tom, and again, I'm not trying to say that my high school was exactly setting the bar for the way things should be done. And DJ, I don't know if your coaches ever got to this point when you were at CAC or in college, but or even in the pros. We had a drill, and we would do this on a regular basis. Everybody had to touch the ball carrier when he was down. Everybody had to go over and at least lay a hand on his helmet before they walked away. You got to teach rallying. You got to focus on it, to me, and you got to make it a point of emphasis. Everybody's got to rally to the ball. There is no lazy, that guy's going to take care of it, assuming it's going to get done. Cam Ball talked about it after the game, Tom. That's unacceptable to me, and that's something that's easily fixable.
It is, and that's the most disappointing. Go ahead,
Tom.
Well, I'll just say it is, and it's the most disappointing aspect of this team through 4 games. They're not more ferocious on defense, because that's when you get more turnovers. If you got a couple of guys on him, another guy could punch. And to their opponent's credit, it's been a one-man punch, a strip and a punch the last 2 weeks that have been so key, and you got to have some guys doing that as well.
Yeah, and it goes on to what we kind of said earlier this week, Justin. Not only just the drill of making sure everybody gets to the ball carrier, not just because the coach tells you to. You need that mentality of the players that just hope that they can get a hit in before the whistle blows. It's just like, and it drives them nuts. Like, dang it, the referee blew the whistle a little bit too early. I was almost there. I'll make sure I get him next time. It's just like this overwhelming hunt to just get a lick on somebody. But, Tom, another thing that I was asking people, curious about what you think. For some reason, I believe a good performance and a good win this weekend should get the fan base back on track. But I've asked a few people, and I think some of them still say, I don't know, still kind of a disappointing season.
Right. Well, for some, they're just fed up, and it's the close losses and near misses and whatever you want to call them. And you can tell there's a segment of the fan base that's just done. And I don't know what percentage you would apply to that. But I also think that a big win, renews hope. You got an open date. You got Tennessee on the road coming up. You beat them last year, so the Vols are going to be super motivated for that. But yeah, it does calm things down and kind of maybe reassures that this Arkansas team is solid, but they have to win the game to be able to make that statement.
There's no doubt. Tom Murphy joining us from the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. I got a tweet from a guy who said, I'm hoping Notre Dame blows out Arkansas with the hopes of firing SP. I'm like, that's a stupid take, but I guarantee that guy's not alone, and that's the thing. And if Arkansas wins, I think there are a lot of people who are going to say, oh, goody, they're 3-2 and they beat Notre Dame, a team that was in the national championship game last year. It's going to be, oh, they're 3-2 and they should be 5-0. Let me just say this. This is a bottom-line league. This is a bottom-line sport. You either win or you lose. And it's all about wins and losses, and that's how you get judged. And that's fine, and that's the way it should be. But this team is not any better today at 4-0 than they are at 2-2. They are who they are. And because they dropped the ball a couple of times late on game-winning potential drives, that doesn't make them a better football team. But you're going to be sitting here feeling completely different and super cocky going into the game this weekend if they're 4-0 versus 2-2, and they're the exact same team either way. We all know what they're capable of, and we've seen it time and time again. You're a couple plays away, but that doesn't make you a better or worse football team, in my opinion. But I understand why people are pissed, and they're not, accepting of a 2-2 record at this point.
I wholly understand your point, but it's the undefinable, it factor. What do you do at the end of games, and why do you win? Why do you lose? What are you doing? And that applies. The one thing I don't understand from the fan base is the mentality of scrap the whole thing. We're no good. These players aren't trying, and they're just getting paid, and they don't care. That part really, really bothers me because you hear a lot of that too, and it's just I don't get the mentality of just giving up on a team when they are demonstrably this close and can be better than what they've been. So that part I don't get. Blame me if you must, fan base, but I don't get the giving up on the team part.
I agree. All right, Tom. I got a question here for you, DJ, from my other buddy, Tom, not Murphy, although Tom Murphy may wonder too. What do you think should happen if Arkansas happens to get stomped this weekend? Let's just say they put 52 on Purdue last week. Let's say it's a 52-21 game this weekend. What happens? And what should happen? Anything? It's a bye week coming up. If you're going to make a move mid-season, I mean, just saying.
God, I don't hate these questions. If it were me, based off 3 weeks in a row and a little bit of last year, there are some issues on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's where you would start, right?
Yeah. I'm not going to let Bobby Petrino go, that's for sure. I'll tell you that much. That would not be on my list of things to do.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that's not an issue. Yeah, I don't like dealing in hypotheticals either. Just like I applaud you. You didn't answer the guy's question yesterday when he said, who do you want to hire next? It's like, well, there's not an opening there yet, so calm down. Anyway. Tom, how about the rest of the games around the league this week? You got some high-profile ones with Ole Miss and LSU, the Georgia-Alabama game, rather, which is almost like a back burner game. It seems like I don't know why we're not more excited about it. It's a huge game, and I mean, anybody who wrote Alabama off after week one may be a little bit premature. They could certainly get themselves back in the conversation this week. And then I think a telltale game in Stark Vegas this weekend with State and Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a really good week for the conference games, and hopefully I'm in good position to watch some of that. When we get through with ours. But yeah, it's going to be some must-watch stuff. I do agree that it's unbelievable how kind of low-key Georgia-Alabama is when it has that game in the last 3-4 years has had so much riding on it. It's been in playoffs. It's been national championship games. It's been conference champions. So that's really neat. And, I do believe Mississippi State – I think Arkansas is a better team than they were last year, but Mississippi State is clearly better, clearly, confident at 4-0. And that's why I really – Arkansas's opening schedule in recent years – say what you want, but it's just not been favorable. It's not like Mississippi State's and Missouri's and Ole Miss's. They've had so many home-heavy openings to their seasons, and Arkansas just has not. And it plays a role. I mean, even the last 2 weeks at Ole Miss and Memphis, if those are neutral site games, Arkansas wins them. If they're home games, I definitely think they win them. So anyway, I've gone on a spiel, but yeah, it's a great week for conference games, and I hope we get a shot to watch them really nicely, and they're not worried about the palace intrigue, so to speak.
It's I didn't challenge him necessarily. That's again, I kind of feel like we know our role. But I did bring up, this is a really interesting running back matchup this week. You got two great ones at Notre Dame. By the way, one of the running backs ran a kickoff for 100 yards last week for a touchdown against Purdue as part of that 52-30 beatdown. But I think Arkansas's got two really good running backs too, and Mike, you could tell in the conversation, Tom. I'm sure he picked up on that he's ready to go back out there. He didn't care when; he was ready to go now, and I know he wants to make up for that play. And then the Braylon Russell thing has had us scratching our heads a little bit all week, and I don't know if you got a real good feel or answer from the coaching staff as to why a guy who's averaging over 10 yards a carry doesn't get more than 4 carries a game, or in that particular game. I'm guessing he'll get a better look this week, but I'm not sure. Do you have any idea on that one?
I think he will. I mean, Sam even said either post-game Saturday or on Monday. I think it was Monday, asked about Braylon, that he needs more touches. Mm-hmm. The way he was running in the first half was phenomenal. And I do agree with your assessment. This is two really good running back core. Jadarian Price is the backup to Jeremiah Love, who had the long kickoff return. But they might be as good a 1-2 tandem at tailback in the country. But I feel so bad for Mike Washington because he ran so hard on that drive, and he had a 10-yard reception as well. I think he accounted for like 66 of the yards on that drive. And I don't think you make the argument, well, Braylon Russell should have run the 2nd and 2 because Washington was hot, so to speak, and they were just coming out of a timeout. But I do think Braylon Russell should get more touches than 4. I mean, he bowled over some guys on that 16-yard touchdown run he had the other day. So hopefully, what's weird is that I think both teams really want to establish the run, but it seems like the air has been, a good way for teams to push it against both of these two. I'm sure Bobby Petrino's game plan will include both doses of both, and whichever one's on fire the most is the one they'll go with.
I got 2 words for you, Tom. Wheel route. Let's get some. All right. Enjoy the weekend, Tom. I appreciate it, brother. We'll talk to you next week, and hopefully we got some good things to talk about. It'll be the off week, of course. I hate to have them soak up a loss for 2 full weeks before you get Tennessee, but let's hope they get this one this week. It would change the attitude a bit, I think.
I hear you, brother. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it. If you're not going to the game, you're looking for a place to watch it, whether you're in Fayetteville or you're here in Little Rock or you're in Conway or any of the other locations around the state, Fort Smith, I'm looking at you. DJ, you know the place, Walk-Ons. That's where DJ's kicking it.
I know the place. I know the guy.
I see my man, Mr. DePippa, kicking it. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, he just strolled up.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry I couldn't be earlier.
It's okay.
It's early, yeah. Baz was asking what's going on. That's super early.
No. I had a young daughter's doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay.
So I had to
priority.
Make priorities.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Priority.
Even though Baz and Acri, you guys are a priority, and DJ.
Wes a little bit later, Randy later as well. Whole crew's going to be here.
Long day. We have a long weekend in Northwest Arkansas.
We had a couple people already come on with some free cheese fries because they are already given the promo code.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. Andrew, my priority is free stuff, and apparently if they say the buzz, you get free cheese fries. That's a good deal. Is that just at the Fayetteville location?
No, it'll be Fayetteville and Rogers if you have the buzz code for Friday, and then also I'm not sure if they mentioned this morning or not. We're opening at 9 a.m. tomorrow in Fayetteville and Rogers.
I did not know that.
We're gonna have a special breakfast and brunch menu.
Oh, get out of here! Come on now.
It's gonna be a special. And in addition to our game day nachos that we talked about before, we're gonna have 9 a.m. breakfast burritos, breakfast sliders, French toast cups, scrambled eggs, and a plate with our new that Hog Wild drink that we had last time we were here a few weeks ago as well. So 9 a.m. in Fayetteville and Rogers only. It's a test, but Fayetteville and Rogers only 9 a.m. We figured try it out, see what we're going to do.
So if the test goes well, is it just for home games or away games?
The goal is if the test goes well, we're going to go my whole region for a brunch every Saturday. Sunday.
Can't beat it, right?
Well,
so we're gonna have some of those things.
You think about it, mimosas or bloodies, and you're watching game day in there before the games kick off. Come on. We just for Saturday we're gonna do this Sunday too with like the Ireland game going on.
So we may do both. We'll see how tomorrow goes, and kind of again we're kind of playing it by ear right now because we've never done it before. So we made this up. Adam and Steven here in the Fayetteville location came up with this menu, and so we rolled this out to our actual corporate office.
Yeah,
and they're now having feedback on.
Come on now.
We didn't ask for permission. We asked for So
good.
Now I've got phone calls to make this afternoon about why we're doing it, but we're doing it.
If I may, people, don't screw this up for us. Get your butts out to Walk-On so we can have brunch on a regular basis. Don't screw me out of a brunch spot that I want. Come on.
And what the bigger play here is thinking of when World Cup comes around, things like that are super early.
Yeah.
I love our menu, but maybe at 8:30, 9 o'clock you don't want catfish, and I understand that.
Makes sense.
So,
what's the mimosa situation look like? Is it like a bucket? Can you get a bottle?
You can do all, but it's $3 mimosas, $5 bloodies all day.
Come on,
so, it's coming 9 a.m.
Yeah. Did you say $3?
Yep.
Oh, what are we doing?
A Walk-On's breakfast burrito, $3 mimosas.
I was watching a game somewhere last week, and if I would assume people are going to come out here and just make it an all-day thing.
Correct.
How do you handle that of like trying to like turntables of like first come first serve, or
so typically we'll take reservations in most locations. On game days, it's really impossible. And so frankly, it is first come first serve, and we kind of tell people when they come in, when we are full, it could be a 3-minute wait, it could be a 2-hour wait.
Just depends.
You just don't know.
Because some people want to sit and just watch the whole game.
There's no doubt about it. And so it becomes it's a thing where it's a first come first serve. Come in, we'll get you seated. But yes, we can't. Usually we can say, me and you, DJ, we have dinner. We're here out in 45 minutes. It could be 3 hours. Now you may want to get up and. Maybe you're a Notre Dame fan. You get mad because you're losing, so you leave, and then you have tables come in.
See, Justin, I felt bad. I wonder if you'd be the same way. When I was watching the game last weekend, our waiter kept coming by, and I was just like, dang, they're trying to make money. You know what I mean? And we're just sitting here watching the game, and so I felt bad. So I just didn't know what the proper etiquette was.
Well, listen, if you honestly, if you tip honestly and decent, you're fine.
Good.
The server won't care if you tip them. If you're here for 4 hours and you leave $4,
oh come on, man.
Then
don't be those people.
Don't be those people.
Yeah.
But you want to stay there all day? Have at it.
Yeah.
Can I also say something about? I'm really trying to dig into my psychosis. Why am I a psycho? I don't know, but I'm trying to dig in on it. If you order a Bloody Mary at say 6 o'clock at night, I'm going to look at you some kind of way. But if you order a mimosa at 9 p.m., I'm not saying a word. Well, why is that, Andrew? What's wrong with me?
Well, Justin, that goes for long years of explanation of what's wrong with you. But we don't have a lot of time on this show to get into everything. But I do agree that a Bloody Mary ordered at 6 p.m. is looked at differently than it is champagne and OJ. And I don't know why that is, but you are correct in that assessment that people just go, But Bloody Marys, it's. Yeah.
Let me just say this: the safest bet is the screwdriver. It's a good all-dayer. Just saying. It's nice and light too. Gotta get your vitamin
Jack
C.
and Coke in the morning does that throw you off just as much?
That is the same thing as a bloody at night, yes. I don't know, it's weird. There are morning drinks and there are evening drinks. But let me tell you something, Andrew. I ain't looking sideways at a piece of catfish at 8 a.m. one bit. I promise you.
No.
Well, listen, and that's also the thing. We'll still have that as well.
Good.
So if you want that,
you
can have it. But we just thought we'd expand our options and take the opportunity with Notre Dame in town and try this out.
You know what's on tomorrow at 9 a.m.? The Ryder Cup is on at Walk-Ons tomorrow at 9 a.m. So you can watch that.
Correct.
You're going to have game day on. Get yourself ready to roll. Get a little sustenance before you head out and root on the Hogs. But, again, there are no excuses. I already gave you my 6 a.m. pep talk, folks. Get your butts out of bed and get yourself ready to roll, DJ. And maybe, maybe, you may feel like a champion tomorrow. Maybe like at least for a weekend.
Yeah, might as well, right? I'll take a win, and I'll be a champ. All right. So, and I also may have to try out these mimosas you're talking about. I don't know, not for my sake, for the sake of the listener.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
what a good
we'll
man.
see what we got going on. Yeah. Man of the people. All right.
Take one for the team.
Zach
all right, let's go ahead.
Zach's coming up with Oaklawn after the break, but take us in. Sorry.
Yeah, before we head in, once again, I want to tell you about my friends over there off Rodney Parham. 11121 Rodney Parham Road, the place to be. It sounds familiar. Why? Because it's the same location for over 30 years. Jones & Son, all right? You're looking for some fine jewelry? Look no further. The thing about it is when you get really nice jewelry, it does come with a price tag. It's just part of it. You might as well get the best price out there. Now, DJ, why are you saying they're offering that? Because they got a best price match guarantee. Doesn't matter where you shop, where you find it, you won't find a better price. If for some reason you do, they will match the price. So I'm trying to help y'all out and save you time when it comes to finding something that will last a lifetime. Now, when it comes to that, think about that couture collection. People can buy top brands everywhere, but the couture collection at Jones & Son is only and exclusively at Jones & Son. You can look at the whole list of their lineup and the jewelry, the pieces that they have on their website. But diamonds, come on now, direct diamond importer, which means they set their own prices. They're not worried about competition. Best quality rock, fraction of the price. They're taking care of their people. 30 years in business with repeat customers. That means they're doing it the right way. Go visit my friends at Jones & Son.
I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh, yeah.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
This is SportsCenter
Last night on Thursday Night Football, the Seahawks took down the Cardinals on a walk-off 52-yard field goal from Jason Myers. With that win, Seattle is now 3-1 on the season. In the Major League Baseball playoff race yesterday, the Mariners clinched a bye when the Tigers beat the Guardians, while in the National League, a playoff matchup was solidified as the Cubs and Padres will play in the wild card. Home field advantage is still up for grabs, but the Cubs have a 2-game lead with 3 games left to go. The Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks 8-0 to clinch the NL West title for the 12th time in 13 years. Shohei Ohtani hit his 54th home run of the year, tying his career best. And in college football tonight, 2 ranked teams will be in action. 8th-ranked Florida State will face Virginia at 6 on ESPN, while 24th-ranked TCU will take on Arizona State at 8 on Fox. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app. You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable. That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options. And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab. Nah, he's going to miss. It's good! That's bad. Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKC Home Builders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs. Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower. Get your choice of a free pressure washer or generator. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. For the month of September, get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. Offer ends September 30th. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street, Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
You're back in the zone. Did we say something stupid or wrong? Well, let us know by messaging us on our Gwatney Chevrolet Live fan feedback or by texting our D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-661-1037. Now, let's get back to the show.
All right, we're going to head down to Oaklawn. Philip Martin's in the house with the pigskin. DJ Williams holding it down in Fayetteville with our friends at Walk-Ons and eating until his heart is content tonight. DJ, nice getting up there early, isn't it? What's your pregame tonight for high school?
I love it.
What are y'all doing tonight?
I'm going to be running a little preview on some players from Central High. I had a chance to meet with them yesterday. They got a guy committed to Miami, Anthony Kennedy Jr., and they got a young guy, a junior, Trey Stewart, who's offered by the Hogs, number 4 in his class in 2027. He just had Penn State come to town to offer him, trying to get him to go up there. So, yeah, we're highlighting just a couple players around the state. Like, again, it's more so looking for some talent around here that Arkansas has to offer.
You're not going to a game site tonight?
There's a game in Greenwood I wouldn't mind maybe taking a look at. Shiloh Christian and Greenwood are squaring off.
Yeah, that's a good game.
So it's not too far from here. So I think if everything gets hashed out and we got time, we may go see what's going on up there. There's another game, Fayetteville and Bentonville.
Ooh, that's a good
West,
one.
I believe.
Yep.
I think it is Bentonville. Either one. It'll be a big matchup, so we may go hang out with Casey Dick as well and see what they got cooking.
We've got the high school game of the week tonight. Cabot's at Little Rock Christian with Josh Neighbors and his cohort. And so tune in for that at 6:45, and then stick around for the high school scoreboard show with Randy. And again, our Razorback coverage starts tomorrow at 7 a.m. from Walk-Ons in Fayetteville. Looking forward to it. This segment's brought to you in part by our friends at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Got a chance to see Dr. Barnes this week. They're doing great things over there. If you have an orthopedic need, you have an orthopedic stop, and you have an orthopedic walk-in clinic. It's called Ortho Now. It is 8 to 8 Monday through Friday. It is Saturday, open 8 until noon. You could feasibly, if you're not feeling great, go over there and get treated tomorrow before the Razorbacks kick off against Notre Dame. And not many people offer that. You're also getting fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. These aren't some slaps who are like techs that are not that they're not great too, but I'm saying you're getting orthopedic surgeons in here checking you out thoroughly. They also have X-rays on site. This is top-notch care when you need it the most. Sports injuries, joint pain, sprained ankle, back pain. Whatever your issue is from an orthopedic standpoint, there's only one place. It's 801 Cottage Drive. When you pull up and you see the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, you're like, I don't think it's that serious. No, it's ortho now inside. Relax. Get on in there and get taken care of, folks. Don't live in pain. That's ridiculous. Go see our friends over there at Ortho Now. All right, we are about to head down and visit with Zach. And you mentioned it, DJ. If you're hanging out in Hot Springs, one of the great spots, of course, where you hang out is at the main line. So I'm sure people down around Oaklawn will be kicking in there over a cold beverage, watching the Hogs in the morning.
Now it's time to look at the odds on the biggest sporting events of the weekend. It's Better Bets with Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
What's up, Zach?
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Well, we're great. We're great. This Razorback line has got us all intrigued, and most of us are expecting a high-scoring affair. So when it ends up being 17-10, we're all going to say, I told you so, but we didn't. So this is a very tall order as far as the total goes. And on top of that, you got Notre Dame favored, but not nearly as much as a lot of people expected.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, it is the highest total on the board right now, sitting at 64. And then Arkansas right now, 4.5-point underdog. So Notre Dame minus 4.5 in this one. And then, as I said, total 64, highest on the board by a hook.
I'm telling you, my bet this week will be, I'm going to throw a little bit on it, I think. Arkansas money line and the over. I think you're getting 3-1, Zach. At least last time I checked it, you were. If I'm going to take Arkansas, I'm going outright. They need this one desperately. I think they find a way this week. And I think we all agree it's going to be a high-scoring game. So that's just one of the many. But there are some great games on the board. Give me the other big college games, Zach. We can get updated odds on the Ryder Cup as well, I'm sure. But you got the other SEC games. Let's start there. The Tennessee game, the LSU game with Ole Miss, and then, of course, the Georgia-Alabama game.
Yeah, so LSU, Ole Miss right now. Ole Miss minus 1.5 in that matchup. The total at 56.5. And we've really seen some balanced action on this one. Keeps going back and forth, but that line did get as low as 1, back up to 1.5.
All right, the over-under is the total's kind of interesting at that. I could see like a 28-24 game, something like that, but we'll see if it can get the points going here. But LSU's offense is trying to figure it out. Listen, trying to get right against Ole Miss's defense is not the worst thing in the world. Arkansas had their success, just not quite enough. So what about the Tennessee-Mississippi State game? I think that one's going to be intriguing. Tennessee's got to have it, and Mississippi State's trying to prove, hey, we're not like we were last year. This is a whole new world. So we'll see if they can pull that off. But it should be a good game, I would think, since it's at Mississippi State.
Yeah, I think Mississippi State's a better team than everyone thought coming into the season. Tennessee just lost that narrow game to Georgia, but they are favored by over a touchdown, minus 7.5. This is on the road for them, so they're at Mississippi State. Total at 63.5.
Okay, and then in the big Georgia-Bama game?
Georgia-Bama, this one is at Georgia. Georgia's the home team, minus 3. They're favored by a field goal, total at 53.5.
The most important game of the weekend, of course, is Penn State-Oregon, even though most people around here are like, well, that's like 5th on my list. But still, from a national perspective, that's a big, important game. So what do you have the line at for that one being played out in Happy Valley?
Yeah, Penn State favored by 3.5 points, total at 53. And something we mentioned on the podcast this week, Justin, the futures. I think this is a really interesting week to dive in and look at some of those future markets for the conferences. You're going to have a lot of change-ups after these big games.
Zach, there's currently no money line being offered in that game. Any particular reason why, do you know?
Which game? Is that the Oregon-Penn State that you're looking at?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looking at that. So if you click in on the game, I don't know why that's not on the board. I will get on it, figure it out. That is an odd one. So
yeah, there may be an injury or something that people are holding out on to give us a report on. I don't know. Major League Baseball, let's flip over there. We'll get to the NFL, Ryder Cup, all that. But we are wrapping up the regular season, and we've got some of the matchups that are already set. There's still a little bit of movement, even for a divisional race. But what are we looking at for championship odds going into this final regular season weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you're getting the best odds that you've had in a year on the Dodgers. That are now co-favored to win the World Series with the Phillies. They're both 5-1. Mariners at 6-1. Yankees at 625. And then the National League, the Phillies are actually your outright favorite, plus 225. Dodgers are at plus 250. Brewers at 4-1. Cubs at 7-1. Over in the AL, and this changed just overnight because yesterday the Yankees were actually your favorite. Now it's back to the Mariners at plus 200. The Yankees at plus 250. Blue Jays at 4-1. And then you still, to your point on the divisional races, have two races still going and pretty good odds on either one. So the Blue Jays minus 167 to take the AL East over the Yankees, who are plus 130. And in the AL Central, you have the Guardians minus 250, Tigers plus 180.
There is a Ryder Cup tab at Oaklawn Sports. Again, if you want to check it out, oaklawnsports.com, or the Oaklawn app can be downloaded on your iPhone or your Android. Europe is a favorite right now after taking 3 out of the 4 foursomes matches this morning, but not by a huge number, Zach. If you're a person who's riding Europe, and I know you had a lot of people come in on Europe before the matches started when they were an underdog, still pretty good odds if you believe the Europeans are going to pull this off.
Yeah, but it's interesting just to see how much that did flip. U.S. was minus 150 going into those opening matches. They're now plus 135. So as you said, Europe's a favorite, minus 134, up 3-1 after those morning matches. And it looks like the afternoon is underway, at least one of those matches, not all those matches. So on the board, and you have the live wagering as well. So don't forget, just because matches you're playing, you have hole by hole, nearest to the pin. So some fun stuff on the board there.
I will tell you this. I'm such a psycho this morning. I wasn't fully awake. I hadn't finished my first cup of coffee, and I was watching DeChambeau line up a putt, and he missed it, and I kind of cheered out loud, and I was like, oh, wait. But I got my little live feels, and I'm like, that's not a live thing. This is a U.S. thing. Get your mind right, dummy. Come on, Bryson. Let's go.
Trump was just talking to the captains, and he told Luke Donald if they kept winning, he's going to throw him out of the country.
Yeah?
Yeah, ICE was there getting ready to get a hold of him.
I don't think that's probably the worst thing. Hey, listen, whatever you got to do, I'll take it. All right, so NFL, Zach, this week, we got what a game last night. It was a wild one, and that game went off. It was like maybe Seahawks by a point or something. They ended up winning and covering. It was a heck of a ball game, though. That was a really weird-looking kick that won it for Seattle, but it went through, so they're good. We've got some really cool matchups this weekend, a couple of games on Monday night. We're not going to run through all of them, but some of the highlight games, I guess. Oh, my gosh, the Buffalo.
Ravens and Chiefs,
The Buffalo line is up to 15.5, Zach. Oof.
Yeah, that's a rough one. You know, that's a lot of points. We talked about that on the podcast. That's a lot of points. I mean, the Bills are good. The Saints maybe aren't, but these are all still professionals. It is the NFL.
Yeah. Eagles-Bucks is a good one in Tampa this weekend.
Yeah, it's a great one. And Eagles on the road is a 3.5 favorite, total at 44.5.
Let's go. Yeah, you were trying to talk about the KC game. It's a big game for both. I mean, nobody expected, I don't think, the starts that these two teams have had. They've had some tough losses early, but certainly both teams very much in the AFC mix. And Baltimore, I guess number one is tell Henry to hold on to the football. So even at that level, folks, it happens occasionally. But Ravens a slight road favorite this week up in KC. Zach, did we lose you there?
Nope, I got you.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
All right, give me the KC line.
Yeah, the KC line. So we have, right now, the Ravens 3-point favorites that are on the road, total at 48.5.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I thought our hotline went out. All right, hit me a couple more games in the NFL, and we'll let you go.
So the Ravens, if you didn't catch that, they are 3-point favorites going to Kansas City. Sunday night, you have the Packers headed down to Dallas. Both teams coming off a loss. Both teams need to win. Packers minus 6.5 in that one. As you mentioned, 2 Monday night games, 6:15, 7:15, so it's not the early late like it was 2 weeks ago. Dolphins 3-point favorites over the Jets, and the Broncos are 7.5-point favorites over the Bengals.
Sounds great. Brother, have a great weekend. OaklawnSports.com. As I told the folks earlier, we are getting an announcement on Monday for another show that's coming in to the event center. So stay tuned for that, but we'll have details next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week, keep your eyes on the social media channels. Monday, you should see that announcement. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to want to get your tickets. It will sell out fast.
All right. Sounds good. See you, brother. Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right. Oh, I got stuff to do. Goodbye. Phil Martin's here. We have something to suggest for people to watch. We'll talk about that on the other side.
Oh, sure.
We'll do Champs and Chumps after the break. DJ's kicking it at Walk-Ons in Fayetteville with Andrew, and we'll check in with them again. So get your Champs and Chumps ready, boys. We're going to be talking about that on the other side.
Would you like to win the ultimate hunting ATV? Stop by Honda of Russellville right now through October 17th to win a new Honda 4-man 4x4 ATV with winch, tire, and wheel package. Check us out online at hondarussellville.com or on Facebook.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
If you're a bank needing GLBA compliance or a defense contractor looking for CMMC compliance, meet the team at Network Services Group with tailored solutions to help you navigate the complex regulatory landscape, allowing you to focus on what matters most, your clients and your growth. Don't gamble with compliance. Network Services Group, your partner in GLBA and CMMC compliance.
Services Group. One call does it all.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over 10 years ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison, Arkansas Municipal Equipment specializes in refuse and recycle equipment. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, and roll-off dumpsters. But they don't just sell it to you. You can get parts and service for all makes and models for refuse equipment. Their technicians travel the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
At MNB, our reputation speaks for itself. We won't just tell you that we're the best, we'll prove it with our products, services, and commitment to the communities we serve. Technology is constantly changing, and there are more options than ever right at your fingertips. We'll always offer you the latest in technology, and we'll serve it up with great customer service. So when you bank with us, you know you're covered. You keep moving forward. At MNB, we've got your back. Check us out at mnbbank.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big savings are rolling now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of the $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Drive a 2026 Trax or Trailblazer for just $249 a month. Or save up to $13,000 on new Silverados. Plus, we're paying up to 20% over Kelley Blue Book for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And right now, you can get it all with no payments until 2026. Stop by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. With approved credit restrictions apply, see dealer for details.
3 distinct, all-electric Cadillacs. Some drive them for the performance. Others drive them for the range. And some drive them because it's the only way to make an entrance. 3 different ways to turn every drive into an occasion. Whatever your reason, there's never been a better time to say, let's take the Cadillac. The all-electric Cadillac family of vehicles. Escalade IQ, Optic, and Lyric. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
You're listening to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You like what you hear? Well, check out our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Spend some time. You still look like an angel. I heard you're doing fine. Got promoted back in April. And you met someone. Your dad says he's okay.
Champs and Chumps is brought to you by Quachita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders. With indoor and outdoor seating, Quachita Bar and Grill provides a family-friendly environment with mouth-watering food. BKC Home Builders is the premier home builder in Hot Springs, providing custom home build and remodels, both big and small. For more info, go to bkchomebuilders.com.
By the way, I got a note from Rob this morning. I checked in. I was like, what are we doing this weekend? Open early Saturday for college game day, 10 a.m. Okay, cool. That's in Hot Springs. So if you're down that way, you know where to go. That is tonight. They've got live music starting at 7. Tomorrow, live music at 7. And they're opening early. And, of course, Sunday Fun Day, always fun, starting at 10 a.m. on Sunday at Washita Bar and Grill. And then if you're looking for a place to party on Monday, not a lot of people are doing that. They are offering an 11 to 11 deal, and it's Miller Monday. And I'm assuming that's not about some guy whose name is Miller, but they have Miller deals. My chump this week is Auburn basketball. Now, they could prove me wrong here, obviously, but I don't like the whole trend or thought process. It happened elsewhere also of I'm old, I'm tired, I'm accomplished, I have political capital, and so I'm just going to hand the job to my son when I'm done without vetting the process and maybe going to try to find a more qualified coach. And his son might be a great coach. He may do a great job, and I'm not even hating on him. It's not his fault. It's not your fault. But I don't agree with the administration just going, sure, that's cool, Bruce. We'll just hire your son who's never been a head coach before at an SEC school that's expected to do big things every year in basketball. Anyway.
I got 2 words for you. Joey Meyer.
Yeah?
There you go.
I got 2 words for you. Nepotism.
Mm-hmm. Nepo baby.
Yeah. The other thing is my champ this week is whoever's making the decisions now. I guess it's the director. They are looking for an unknown. There's been a lot of talk about, give me this star, give me that star, give me this guy I already know to be the next James Bond. They're looking for an unknown British actor to be the next 007. Thank you very much.
That's the best way to go.
1,000%.
It always works out.
I'm really happy to see that. It makes me very happy. Anyway.
Champ, I'm going to give one to Zion Williamson. I feel like we do this every single year, but this time
he's
he
not that fat.
Looks skinny this time. Yes.
You think he's on a whatever you call that thing?
He's on that Ozempic.
What do you call those things? The GLP-1 or whatever?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That Serena's on.
Listen, she looks great.
It looks crazy. Like I've never seen him in such good shape. It's pretty wild. Maybe I'm falling for it again. Maybe he'll trick me.
Maybe you're falling for him.
Chump, I'm going to give one to the Tigers and the Astros. 2 teams that have controlled their division basically the entire way until the end. And one of them is going to miss the playoffs because they are both fighting for the last spot in the American League. Pretty much.
I'd like to give
collapsed too.
Can I give a co-jump to the to ESPN? Up until yesterday, and I'm guessing they finally corrected it. Yes, they did. They had St. Louis not eliminated. I double-checked my work yesterday. I got my information directly from ESPN. When I got off the air at 1 o'clock yesterday, they still had the Cardinals with an outside shot to get in if everything fell their way. They were wrong, and you guys were right, and screw them. They made me look dumb, and I don't need any help in that regard. By the way, Cincinnati's still alive in the Central. Milwaukee and Chicago already punched their tickets. DJ.
Co-Chump, I guess I'll give one to Nick Smith Jr., who got waived by the Hornets.
I'm not going to call him a chump. It just,
I mean, it's an unfortunate situation.
It sucks. He'll go make money in Europe, and he is who we thought he was.
Or he'll get another chance by somebody.
Yes,
I'm going to go political, but Justin, I need your help to help me figure out how to properly give a champ here.
Oh, boy. I'm already afraid.
The response from both people on both sides of the aisle of understanding.
There are many good people.
We got to get Jimmy Kimmel back on air. And I really like the response of him saying, I don't agree with all these people, but I was very thankful for them to say, okay, yes, government overreach is a thing when it comes to us saying what we want to say without being shut down. So whatever that champ falls under, I'm a big fan of that.
I will say this. He set a YouTube record with 14 million views, so as many people who hate on him, there's obviously a lot of people interested in what he has to say, and I do think Jimmy Kimmel's, generally speaking, a very good dude, and if you don't agree with his politics, that's cool. I totally get that. But I think he's a good dude in general, and I think he's got a good heart. So, carry on.
My chump came from Ebony. She wanted to pass along a chump to Derrick Henry for making her lose her parlay last week on Monday Night Football. So she
how many legs?
Hold on to the ball and move forward. Huh?
How many legs did she lose?
5 legs.
Oh,
so
boy.
she hit all 4 except Derrick Henry's rushing yards.
Then tell everybody what your parlay was and how it got screwed last week.
I had a 13-leg parlay, hit 12 out of 13, with the 13 being Arkansas losing to Memphis.
Ouch.
Ouch.
No wonder you were all over Braylon Russell this week.
Hey, listen, Pete Rose, calm down, okay?
Oh, come on.
Can we give a chunk to Sam Pittman for blaming the Heat?
Yes.
That was soft, man. That really was.
Andrew, you got a minute and a half here to tell us all the awesome things about walk-ons this weekend.
This weekend, we've got obviously our game day shareables. That starting lineup sampler we had this last time you were here with the cheeseburger sliders, boneless wings, cheese logs, classic chicken nachos, buffalo chicken nachos, all for game days. And then obviously, right now, tomorrow in Rogers and Fayetteville, there will be a breakfast brunch menu. $3 mimosas, $5 Bloody Marys, breakfast burritos, breakfast sliders, French toast. DJ's having a mimosa right now. Our hog wild. And then obviously in all our locations.
For the people.
Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Little Rock, Conway, Texarkana will all be opening early. Rogers and Fayetteville will be open at 9.
Let's go.
Everyone else will be open by 10. So we're geared up for this weekend and every game day for that matter. Ryder Cups all over the place all weekend long as well. So we're ready to roll.
All right, we are too. Into the break. Top of the hour coming up. Thank you, guys. We'll check back in Fayetteville in a moment. It's 11:58. The Americans actually are not playing dead here in the later four balls here. Let's see what happens. Stick
Burgers,
around.
Barbecue, beer, bourbon, ball games, and brunch. Look no further than Washita Bar and Grill, 915 Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Washita Bar and Grill, family and pet friendly, with indoor and outdoor seating available. Bingo Bango Brunch, served on Sundays from 11 till 3, with live music Thursday through Saturday. Take a look on Facebook to see what events they've got going on this week, and join the fun at Washita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on The Zone by Gwatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville.
Game time or playtime, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
1037 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock.
Getting a woman to the hospital. Police say she was shot on Parkdale Street in the Rose City neighborhood at around 8:15 last night. Police have not given any possible suspect details at this time. And Little Rock police arrested a man for murder. 19-year-old Markel Wiley is accused of killing 46-year-old Anthony King. King was shot on Geyer Springs Road on September 6th. He died this week. Wiley is now facing a first-degree murder charge. And Pine Bluff police are still searching for a murder suspect. And now his mother is facing charges. 25-year-old Thomas Johnson is accused of killing 29-year-old Jimmy Epperson on South Missouri Street on Tuesday night. Johnson's mother, Sparkle Bankston, is now charged with hindering apprehension. There's a $1,500 reward for anyone who has information that can track Johnson down. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Gary Burton Jr.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a beautiful sunny Friday with a high temperature of 82 degrees and a north wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight it'll be clear and cool again. We'll drop to 60, but also maybe have some patchy fog Saturday morning. And tomorrow, a beautiful, mostly sunny day, a high of 83 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
If you are looking for a safe and loving home for you or your loved one, visit Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center. Just 15 minutes from Little Rock and Benton, our skilled nursing staff is dedicated to providing quality long-term care and short-term therapy. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. You can call Heartland home.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell from Bell Chevrolet. Football season in Arkansas is one of my favorite times of the year. And I think we can all agree that game days are better with tailgating. Fourth quarters are better with game-winning field goals. And the best played games are better with teamwork. And just like on the field, Bell Chevrolet is better because of our people and their dedication to our customers. Shop Bell Chevrolet and BellChevrolet.com today. Together, let's drive.
Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Cold drinks and dueling pianos. Deep Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ Spin on Friday and Saturday nights. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
I'm Alan LeVar. For 25 years, my team and I have helped injury victims across Arkansas. This is our home. We don't work for insurance companies. We work for you. Car crash, truck wreck, motorcycle collision. We know how to win, and if you can't come to us, we'll come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential. Hurt in the car? Call LeVar. Arkansas strong for 25 years and ready when you need us. LeVar Law, Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower. Get your choice of a free pressure washer or generator. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. For the month of September, get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. Offer ends September 30th. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street, Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Sword in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Sword, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Listen each Monday morning when Morning Mayhem's Justin Moore tests your Razorback knowledge with Razorback Trivia, presented by Precision Garage Door of Central Arkansas.
I'm Craig O'Neill, and I got a question for you. What are the 5 smartest things you've ever done? Of course, I have no way of knowing what's on your list unless you own a Genesis. Then that day you discovered Genesis of Conway would make the top 5 easily. You see, you don't test drive a Genesis. You don't buy one. You don't own one. You love a Genesis. And with the 26s they can show you, it'll be love at first sight. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
I'm Thomas Blackman with Blackman Auctions. How much easier would life be if you could take away your stresses and worries with one phone call? Just turn all of your problems over to a person and let them de-stress your life. That's what we do at Blackman Auctions. We are much more than an auction company. We take your unwanted assets in your life and turn them into money in 30 days. Organize, market, deal with attorneys, real estate agents, debt services, closing companies, and those members of your family. You know who they are. Making your life as easy as possible since 1938. Better auctions or Blackman Auctions.
Hi, I'm Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, inviting you to join me every Wednesday morning for the latest news from the great outdoors. It's brought to you by Arts Marine in North Little Rock, now under new ownership, but with the same familiar faces and incredible service you've known for years, plus the area's best selection of boating parts and supplies.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15%.
Welcome back. We are going to head back to Fayetteville momentarily. We've got a special guest on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline first to start this hour, though. Philip Martin, Pigskin Preacher, DJ, and our friends at Walk-Ons are up in Northwest Arkansas. Andrew DePippa kicking it with him. The Wizards here, of course, and we will get to all that. But let's go to the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Also, we are giving away Razorback and Irish tickets. Our last pair coming up in a bit, so stick around for that if you're interested in winning. And I see we've already got somebody on the line that wants to be a part of the action. But let's go to the hotline and talk to Staci Caver. Every year, Staci comes on, and every year we talk to her about bike riding down in the Spa City. There's a very special event coming up here soon, and I want to let everybody know about that. And we were supposed to earlier in the week, but we got a little crossways, and we had some things going on that popped up. So it happens, you know. It's been a weird week, Staci, but I appreciate you coming back on. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me. I always feel like kind of a celebrity when I get to come on the Buzz.
You aren't kind of a celebrity, Staci. You are a celebrity. And I was going to tell you, too, you offered to come in studio, and I said, no, it's fine. We can do it by phone. But in hindsight, I probably should have said you better come in studio because our phones this week have been a 50-50 proposition. But I'm glad this is working okay.
Me too. I'm glad it's working.
So it is coming up. Man, we're almost done with September. What happened? It's 26th already. We're just about a week away, I guess, from the Quachita Gran Fondo, which is an annual event for a great cause. So tell us about the event this year and the details that people need to know if they are interested in being a part of it.
Absolutely. So this is, like you said, Washita Gran Fondo for Families. It benefits Washita Children, Youth, and Family Services. They do some pretty incredible stuff for the community. And it is taking place October 4th, which I don't know if you've seen the weather forecast, but it is incredible. So for those that haven't signed up, it is time. The weather forecast is good. I know that's what everybody's been waiting on. And it looks phenomenal.
Yes, 80 degrees and sunny. How you doing?
Yes, thank you very much. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about it. To be out there with Chris Ho's going to be with me with Oaklawn Hot Springs. They are our presenting sponsor again this year. They have been part of this cause since the inception, and we are so grateful to them. And our finish line sponsor is Edward Jones Investments. And we have a brand new sponsor slot called Poured with Purpose. Smith Ready Mix has stepped up to the plate, and they are doing some fun things. There's going to be a DJ at the finish line, and Hot Springs Cycle Tour. I'm going to get that wrong. DJ Courier Coleman is spinning the hits out at our party rest stop, where we're going to have home-baked goods and music, and we're just bringing all the energy. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Staci Caver joined us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Let's get 5 for birthdays. And again, it's next weekend. Yeah, and it's funny because we do a lot of outdoor events. We had our tailgate party recently, also sponsored by Oaklawn. Thank you very much. We have our BuzzBBQ every year, and, man, you just keep your fingers crossed, and it's completely out of your control. But hey, you couldn't ask for better weather. What's your goal as far as the number of riders in this?
We want 100 riders. Okay. That's our goal.
All right.
We almost got there last year. I think we had 86, I think, if I remember correctly. And we'd like to see 100 this year. Okay.
And again, how's the money used? Do you know? Is it earmarked specifically for something, or is it just going to the general fund, or what?
It goes to special projects when there's a need. So we've not specific projects, but mostly, I guess you could say the general fund, but it does go to specific, like, beautification projects, or we've had some fun activities with the youth, the kids that are in the center. We've done some really fun and special activities with them. So it just really does go directly to the center for the immediate needs, and some fun projects as well.
And how do they sign up?
They're going to you can actually go to Washita Gran Fondo for Families. That is the website name. You can go there and sign up, or you can go onto Facebook and look for Washita Gran Fondo for Families, and you can click on the link on the Facebook link.
Okay. Staci, thank you for coming on, and I'm sorry we didn't get to see you this year, but we'll catch you next year, and I hope you guys have a great turnout, and you're going to have great weather, so it should be a fantastic event.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me on again.
All right. Thanks, Staci. Right on. We will talk to you soon. Thank you. All right. It is 12:11. Let's get to entertainment and birthdays here, and we're going to give away some tickets. DJ, you got your thinking cap on. I hope you and Andrew are ready up there in Fayetteville.
Locked in.
All right. Are we, Christian?
Winning somebody some tickets.
We fixed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's get let me officially welcome you guys back for the top of the hour, and then we'll get to our entertainment report.
Coverage of the Arkansas-Notre Dame game, live from Walk-Ons in Fayetteville, and brought to you in part by Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Blackman Auctions, Genesis of Conway, Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Bale Chevrolet, Winrock Automotive, and Network Services Group.
Very good.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
I'm not one to, throw shade at people, but I thought this was interesting. People are now spending a very interesting average at McDonald's. In 2025, a study has shown the average cost of an order at the restaurant was $36.95.
No. Good Lord. What? How?
An increase of 23.7%. Each order, it says, this is all through the delivery apps. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, It was the same McDonald's order on 100 largest cities in the nation, all major delivery apps, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. The Big Mac combo meal, quarter pounder with cheese, deluxe large meal, a 6-piece chicken McNuggets Happy Meal, and a hamburger Happy Meal. $37 basically.
No.
That's crazy. Do they DoorDash at Walk-Ons? Andrew, can I get my cheese sticks delivered?
You can, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. We're actually rolling out our own online delivery soon.
Oh, is that right? Is it going to be called roll-ons instead of walk-ons?
No.
Okay.
But it will cut down on those third-party fees.
That's good because we don't like that. And you could also get off your fat behind and roll over to walk-ons and walk inside and order it and take it home with you. That's an option, too. You lazy bums. Anyway, yes?
We'll take either one.
I know you will. John Mulaney is going to be the first stand-up comedian to headline Chicago's historic Wrigley Field when he performs there July 11th, 2026. He revealed this week during a Cubs game while singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and announced the show from the broadcast booth. The venue regularly holds over 40,000 fans during baseball games. He says, look, if Mark Grace could come out there every day and deliver ripping cigarettes, I can face down this crowd, too. He's currently touring his Mr. Whatever show with sold-out dates across the country through 2025. Tickets for the Wrigley Field performance have not gone on sale but are expected to draw tens of thousands, and I would like to be one of those people. So, DJ, Christian, let me go ahead and turn in my PTO for July 11th to 26th. I will not be here.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We got you covered.
Thanks. That's what you meant to say. Not sounds good. I'm glad you're gone. And last thing here for entertainment, Katie Couric spoofed Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad for a PSA reminding people to get screened for colon cancer. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. It's hilarious. She did a great job with it. She said, speaking of genes, did you know the majority of people who develop colon cancer are not genetically predisposed to the disease? Pretty good stuff. Anyway, Katie Couric, aging like a fine wine. All right, who wants to give away some tickets? What do you guys think? Want to do that? Also, I have new rules for Peyton Manning that we have not had a chance to go over yet. I want to do that at the bottom of the hour. Peyton Manning's new NFL rules he once instituted. It's a long clip. It was from the Manning Cast on Monday. I think he's on to something on a couple things. And I think on a couple of things he's just on something. But those are not the same. All right, you want to win tickets to the game? Come on with it. We got a pair of tickets, Arkansas and Notre Dame in Fayetteville for the first time ever. Be a part of history. If you were in Memphis last weekend, you might have been a part of history too, but not the kind you wanted. 501-661-1037. Andrew's playing, DJ's playing, Pigskin's playing, the Wizard is playing, and Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams. You ready? DJ and Andrew.
Yes.
Oh, what? Are you watching the Ryder Cup?
Are we on a big delay?
You might be.
Oh, no, we're good. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I'm a little confused now.
Me too. Oh, man. Great song in the background. You hear it?
That's what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to cut out background music.
Don't.
Can you talk real quick?
His mic's on.
Okay. No.
Oh,
Don't you forget about me? One-hit wonders. Yesterday.
Good now.
True. DJ, you ever seen The Breakfast Club?
What's that about? Is that like on Cartoon Network?
Yeah, just like that.
I'm just kidding.
Charlemagne?
I'm just kidding. Come on.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
All right, here we go. For tickets to the Razorback game, Jacob, you are with DJ. Andrew, you're representing Melanie on line 2. Andrew, don't screw this up, okay?
Awesome.
Oh, thanks. No pressure.
Jerry, you're with Philip. Zach, you're with Christian. Terry, you're with the Pigskin. We're going in that order. You will answer after the guy just announced in front of you. Everybody understand? You know how this works. Let's get to it. All right. Everybody gets a guess. Everybody gets a guess. On this day in 1954, I don't know why they did it, but the Yankees decided to mix and match in the field defensively. Yogi Berra, who played
catcher,
was not a catcher, did not play catcher or left field on this day.
Played first base.
Hang on.
Wow.
They put Mickey Mantle at shortstop. Where did they put Yogi Berra in the field on this day in 1954, DJ?
First base.
What do you say, Andrew?
Right field.
What do you say?
I'm going to say third base. Third base.
You're
So
gonna say
I don't
third?
know. I should know this.
No, you shouldn't. It's a random fact.
Yeah. I should
I'm
know
gonna
this.
say, I'm going to say third as well.
Third base, the hot corner. Yeah. A point apiece for Philip Martin and the Wizards.
All right.
All right. On this day in 1964, Gilligan's Island debuted on CBS. Also on this day in 82, Knight Rider debuted, starring David Hasselhoff. And on this day in 1990, the Motion Picture Association of America created the NC-17 rating. I've never seen any of those films, but I understand they're quite intense.
Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy, for example.
There you go.
Was that out before NC-17 was a thing?
No, I think that was
It was
X.
rated
I think
X.
that was X.
It was X.
Yeah, I think that
It would
was
have been
X.
NC-17
Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly.
All right. Noon Cowboy. Much calmer version. All right, guys, here we go. This woman's a tennis great.
Chris Everett.
Serena Williams.
Martina
Serena Williams,
Navratilova.
Philip, she was mentioned earlier. 23 Grand Slam singles titles. Andrew, how old is Serena today?
Serena is 39.
Kanye says she's got a blank like Serena because she is Serena. What'd you say?
39.
39 now. Philip, dig deep in that brain of yours.
45.
Christian.
She's 43.
No. Pigskin.
42.
No. DJ.
The big old 44.
Bingo, bango, DJ Williams. Way to play the game. This
Just
guy
walking all
is
around
an
it.
actor, and he once had a very important role on the big screen, and he said, it's all downhill from here. I've already played Jesus now.
Jim Caviezel.
Oh.
Piggy Caviezel.
I better get that.
He probably should. Passion of the Christ, great film. Only watched it once. Awful movie. Phillips is. You could say. Go ahead.
Awful person.
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel's a bad guy?
Yes.
He's not Jesus
I've
like at
heard
all?
Yeah, I've talked to him.
Tell me.
No.
Tell me more. Give me a 10-second spiel. Why?
He's not as bad as Tommy Lee.
That's not a help.
No, he's
I love Tommy Lee Jones, too.
He's terrible to talk to. He is.
He's boring or he's mean?
He's boring. He's mean. He's uptight. He is judgmental.
He has
is-
some
He's
very strange beliefs as well.
He's sanctimonious. He's a bad person.
I don't like sanctimonious.
And now I'm going to be canceled for saying that.
No, you're not.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He's not Jesus. He played Jesus. You can criticize him all you want.
He's no,
Isn't
he-
there a
he's
Passion
no
of the Christ
Jeffrey.
2 coming out?
He's no
People
Jeffrey
confuse this
Hunter.
these days.
I'm sorry, what?
I said people confuse that these days. I mean, he's just a noxious person to
Okay.
talk to.
Well, I hate him.
He could be fine in his private
You
life.
suck, Jim Caviezel. How old is he?
He was good in frequency.
Yes,
I
he
like
was
that
good
one.
in
That's
frequency.
right. He was good.
How old is he? That's all I need to know.
54.
No, Christian.
He's 58.
Pigskin?
52.
No, DJ. Come on, guys. It's for tickets. Let's step it up.
53.
No.
56.
He's 57. Did
No
we say
point.
58?
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, we have to go to a couple for tomorrow because we didn't have very many today. All right, this one is a singer.
Madonna.
And
Rihanna.
And
Justin Timberlake.
and an entree.
Salsa.
Old salsa.
Meatloaf.
Bingo, DJ.
Meatloaf.
Good job.
Isn't he dead?
He'd do anything for
Yeah, he
love.
died a few years ago.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, I
He
missed
is
that.
dead.
Sorry.
But he won't do that.
If he didn't get overcooked, how old would he be today?
Me?
I don't know.
This guy.
Christian?
Meatloaf would be 74.
Nobody likes their meatloaf dried out, am I right? Oh, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
72.
No. How old is he? Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. Or DJ.
Let's go 69.
No. Andrew?
77.
I gotta do my nope.
76.
I got him at 78.
Sounds
Okay.
right.
Who got that?
Me.
Whoever gets 77.
Andrew got close enough.
Okay, Andrew, good job. This woman's a singer. I'm almost positive she's still alive. And by the way, I'm very
Adele.
No, but you're
Rita
She's
Moreno.
definitely alive.
She is. That was actually interesting.
Brenda Lee.
No.
Madonna.
Bonnie Ray.
Melissa Manchester.
Avril Lavigne.
I couldn't know Jeff.
Christian. Avril
Tony
Lavigne.
Basil.
Andrew, how's Avril Lavigne today?
She is 42.
No, Philip?
39.
No, Christian.
44.
Pigskin?
46.
DJ?
45.
She's only 41. Who was low? Was that Andrew? Who
Yep,
said,
yeah.
I had 39.
Who said 42?
Andrew.
I said 42.
Okay, you win. We got a very tight race here, boys. It all comes down to this. This woman got so upset in a movie, she lost her head.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow, Christian, that's correct. Oh, I'm
She
the bad
lost
guy.
her head.
What's in the box?
Was that in Kill
What's in
Bill?
the box?
Oh, she was
7.
in the box.
7.
Her head was.
I didn't know she was in the box.
She was in the box.
What's in the box? Her
Have you
pretty
seen the
head.
movie?
That's what he says. You don't remember that?
What's in the box?
Dang.
My brother told me not to watch it, and I've never watched it.
Well, spoiler alert, she dies. Oh, and by the way, that boxing movie?
Yeah.
Forget it. Anyway, Gwyneth Paltrow's birthday is today, guys. Her candles smell.
Her candles are lovely.
They're delicious.
Well, I don't taste them, but I smell them.
Oh, buddy. But you can imagine. All right, Christian, for the win. How old is she today?
Gwyneth Paltrow. She is 53.
Bingo. Bango.
Wow.
Winner. Zap.
This guy.
Enjoy
The
your
wizard.
trip
Wow.
to the Razorback game this
walk-off.
weekend. Woo! A walk-off at walk-ons. See what we did there? Philip, before we hit the break here, tell me about this new production that's out that you said is good that's going to get you yelled at. There's a politically charged film.
I don't want
Is it
to
a
talk
film?
about. I don't want to talk about the plot. But go see.
Just go see it.
If you've got 3 hours.
I do.
If you've got 3 hours, go see One Battle After Another.
What is the gist of it? Give me just a quick synopsis.
Gist of it, it's old hippies that come back, and I was just talking about this last night to somebody, actually, about mic etiquette.
Old hippies come back to where?
Okay, there's an old hippie commune. They were revolutionaries. They go straight. The old nemesis kidnaps the daughter. Actually, that's not what happens, but let's go with that for now. And you've got to get your daughter back. And it's Leonardo DiCaprio, who is not my favorite actor.
Oh.
I mean, I like him fine, but I've never understood he's got a lot. And Sean Penn, who is back in this one. Man, Sean Penn's great.
I got to be honest, the last production I saw him in was Charlie Sheen's documentary, and he was great in there.
Yeah, well,
He's playing himself, though.
Benicio del Toro's in the movie, too?
He's one of those actors that you sort of get worn out on. You know, if you
I love
21 grams and stuff, you get really tired of him really quick.
Well, he's intense.
But
his face looks like an ashtray, but he's doing a great job.
It's the best film I've seen this year.
Okay.
Nice. And like I said, I don't want to talk too much about the plot.
Is it in theaters now?
It's in theaters today.
Christian's going to see it?
I'm going to see it at 1:40.
Okay.
I'm leaving right after the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had a few things we got to do after the show today,
can't
buddy.
do it.
We'll be here till 2:30.
Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson. It's based on a Thomas Pynchon novel from 1990.
Vineland?
Yeah, it's based on Vineland. If you've read Vineland, you'll recognize it in there.
Not
you know.
Gravity's
It's a little
Rainbow.
different, I
No,
heard,
not
though.
Gravity's Rainbow, which you can make a movie Gravity's Rainbow and nobody would recognize
They
it
wouldn't.
because, you know.
Inherent Vice, also a Thomas
Oh
Pynchon
yeah,
novel.
Inherent Vice was great
Which is a
too.
PTA movie.
But yeah,
so.
it's the best film I've seen this year on a number of levels, and I can't wait to write about it. Though it probably will be a couple weeks before I actually get around to it.
Well, okay.
I mean, yeah,
Nice.
it's really good.
All right. If you are looking for private space for a private gathering of folks, I want to tell you about Cash as we head into the break, and we'll head back up to Northwest Arkansas, kick it with the boys, and talk about Peyton Manning's new rules for the NFL on the other side of the break. Cash is 501-850-0265. If you have a holiday gathering, whether it's for clients, friends, family members, or if you have a special event, maybe you're doing one of those crazy Christmas weddings. Who knows? You want to do a rehearsal dinner somewhere? Cash is the spot. Up to 150 people in that beautiful space upstairs at their location, the River Market. You can park your car for free. They have free valet parking. Yes, you should tip your valet. That goes without saying. Anyway, you should absolutely check them out ASAP. And get on the counter if you're looking for a holiday spot. CashLittleRock.com, again, is their website. If you're looking for their full menu or you want a reservation, you can go that route as well. But they're open for lunch, and, of course, today is Friday. Their fried chicken is outstanding. That is their special on Fridays. And their catfish on Thursdays is their other special during the week for lunch, and it is also incredibly good. It is one spot. It is in the River Market. It is Cash. It's 12:27. We're back in a moment.
Genesis of Conway presents Craig O'Neill each week when he joins Roger, Baz, and Justin on Morning Mayhem. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
This is Sports Center.
All 4 Division I programs in the state will be in action on Saturday. We'll start with Arkansas, who is hosting 22nd-ranked Notre Dame. It's the first ever meeting between the two programs. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. on ABC. Radio coverage will start on the Buzz at 7 a.m. with the Hog Wild Game Day show thanks to Mud Connections. Stay tuned after the game for the Fair Security 5th quarter postgame show. Arkansas State will face Louisiana Monroe at 2 o'clock. That game can be streamed on ESPN Plus and heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. Central Arkansas will play at Lamar at 6 o'clock on ESPN Plus. That game can be heard on the Point 94.1. Then Arkansas Pine Bluff will take on Alcorn State at 6 as well. And nationally, the biggest game of the week is 3rd-ranked Penn State hosting 6th-ranked Oregon at 6 o'clock. That game can be watched on NBC or Peacock. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Listen up as Monte Harrison joins Drive Time Sports each week, courtesy of Absolute Roofing and Construction for your business or home, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
The Grove Hunting Club in Jefferson County is first class, recognized nationally for some of the best guided waterfowl hunts in the South, and their deer herd keeps growing annually. New this year, you can deer hunt in Arkansas or at their new hunting ranch in Texas. The Grove's 13,000 square foot main lodge in Arkansas can accommodate 50 hunters with 30 private rooms, a locker room, and a pro shop, and several private cabins and a secondary lodge. Call 870-692-3221, thegrovehuntingclub.com.
Welcome to Moe's. Everyone knows that coming into Moe's for our Mo Monday special is the best deal in burritos. But what about those other 6 days? Well, let me introduce the new Mo Value Meal. Junior burrito, side of queso, chips, salsa, and a fountain drink for only $9.99. And the best part? It's available all day, every day at Moe's Southwest Grill. Now here's my daughter Andy Kate with a special reminder.
Remember, kids eat free on Sundays. Welcome to Moe's.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Zone is back. You know what's better than listening to Justin Acri and DJ Williams? Watching them on our live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, let's get back into the show.
I don't need a golden ticket to be part of the club, 'cause I'm already in it. Anywhere I land, I'll stick it.
Okay. All right, everybody. Welcome on back. Before we get cranked up, I want to tell you about my friends over there in Benton off the Congo Road exit. It's about Wood Grill Buffet. Taking care of everybody. I know if you have a family, I say this all the time, you got a lot of mouths to feed and you're looking for a great deal. Over 200 menu items over there in Benton, buffet style. It's Thursday through Sunday, the hours that they're open. Pricing, you can't beat it. Like I said, all you can eat food, they got you covered. And for all you picky eaters out there, anything from chicken strips, french fries, mashed potatoes, collard greens, they got it all. Even some steaks, too, that you can get in the evening time as well. I want to tell you about their rooms. If you want to host any banquet, they got you covered. They got 3 private rooms. They got 2 in front. Very, very good size. But the one in the back can host almost a whole town, all right? So, and then service is awesome. People there from top to bottom, really high-quality customer service. And catering options as well. A lot of people don't think about that with a buffet place, but at Wood Grill Buffet, they're going to take care of you. If you'd like to learn more information about that, especially if you're hosting a big gala or anything, a wedding, who knows? All you have to do is hit them up You can find more information at their website. Once again, Wood Grill Buffet off the Congo Road exit in Benton.
Coverage of the Arkansas Notre Dame game live from Walk-Ons in Fayetteville and brought to you in part by Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Blackman Auctions, Genesis of Conway, Lion Legal Services, Kaufman by Design West, Bale Chevrolet, Winrock Automotive, and Network Services Group.
All right, get your thinking caps out, and I want you to write these things down because there's a couple of items here that I don't know if you're going to follow along with. I just think it's a good practice here. So I don't normally ask you to take notes on the show, but heck, we're giving you tickets to Razorback games and stuff. It's the least you can do, all right? Just so you can have an intelligent conversation about these things. All right, so Peyton Manning this week on the Manning Cast made some pretty interesting thoughts. Now, again, some of these I think were tongue-in-cheek. Some of them, though, I think are completely great ideas that should be addressed by the league office. Now, he is an ambassador in some ways. Unlike Tom Brady, who is a broadcaster who gets inside information from teams and then gives it to his team, who's then playing that team in the next week.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there. Good luck, Bears, this week over in Las Vegas. This is Peyton Manning's ideas for new rules, and I want you to take a listen.
All right, Eli, this, of course, is a football show, but there's a new rule in the NBA that I want to talk about. Last-second, end-of-quarter shots will no longer count against players' field goal percentages. The NBA did this because players weren't shooting at the end of quarters because they didn't want the missed shot to affect their field goal percentage. You get it, Eli? You with me?
Oh, I think I know where you're going. But go ahead.
Okay, so they changed the rule. Now it's a team miss. It's not a player miss. It got me thinking, why doesn't this exist for Hail Mary passes that are intercepted at the end of the half? So let's change the rule. Here we go. Rule number 1. Intercepted Hail Mary shouldn't count against quarterbacks at the end of the half. Hail Mary throws at the end of the first half should be a team interception. They shouldn't be a quarterback's interception. They won't count against the quarterback. Now, Eli, I can see by your face you want some more suggestions. Good news, I have some. You good?
Wait, yeah, but on this one, what if you complete the Hail Mary? Does it count for a touchdown throw?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's a stupid question. Of course it does. The interception doesn't count against the quarterback. Number 2, false start, offside, equity within the 10-yard line. If you're on the 1-yard line, the offense false starts, they go back to the 6-yard line. The very next play, if the defense jumps off sides, they only go back half the distance to the 3-yard line. The offense is entitled to get those 5 yards back. That rule makes no sense. Offensive dum-dum, 5 yards back, defensive dum-dum, I want those 5 yards back.
So what if you're just on the 6-yard line and there's, an offsides, is it still half the distance?
Half the distance, yeah. It's only if there's 2 dum-dum plays in a row,
it's got to be 2
I want
in a
those
row.
yards back.
It's a very precise, specific situation.
It's going to come up tonight. Number 3, targets should not be an official statistic. Targets are one of the biggest reasons wide receivers get angry with quarterbacks. They should be outlawed. How do people know who I was throwing to when the ball was batted or when I was throwing it away? How does some statistician know who the quarterback was targeting? They don't. Let's get rid of targets.
Yeah, what if the ball gets tipped and by your receiver who you're throwing to and the other receiver catches it? Does that receiver get a catch but no target? Did you throw it to him?
Look, these are my rules, all right? Just stay with me. Number 4, batted balls should be illegal. They should be banned. Nobody comes to a football game hoping to see someone bat down a pass. It's lazy by the defensive lineman. It means his pass rush didn't work. It should be an automatic replay the down.
So this lineman can't put their hands up. They just got to keep their hands down.
If they're close to the quarterback, they can bat it, but when they're stonewalled at the line of scrimmage, they can't bat it. Last one, number 5, cash payments on the field for late hits. When a hit on the quarterback is going to result in a fine for the defensive player, there should be a cash payment on the field. The defensive player has to go get the actual cash from the sideline in a briefcase and physically hand it to the quarterback. It would eliminate those type of plays because of the public embarrassment by the defensive player. Right now, Eli, it's kind of a payroll deduct type thing. Doesn't have that effect that a public payment would have. So, Eli, you like this rule? And who's calling the commissioner? You want to call him or you want me to?
So instead of the player getting fined and it going to wherever, now it just goes to the quarterback. The quarterback gets the fine money.
No. The fine money goes to a great fund. It helps retired players. I like that. But the defensive lineman gets the write-off. We pay the quarterback. The quarterback makes the payment to that same charity, help the retired players, but the quarterback gets the write-off. That's the rule.
All right, got it. All right, I like
got
it.
it?
You call the
Okay.
commissioner. I think I think all 5 of these are getting changed.
I'll call them, but like nobody calls me back. The Pope doesn't call me back. Bradley Cooper doesn't call me back. Larry David. I mean, I'm still chasing these guys. So maybe.
Hail Mary team interception. I like that rule idea. DJ, what do you think about that one? You like that one?
I mean, it has to come with the alternative of a team touchdown and not a touchdown for the quarterback.
I don't know, because if the shot's made in the NBA, Christian, that shot counts for the player, right?
I would assume so.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's fine. Equity in the red zone. I think that's a great rule, actually. You shouldn't lose 5 yards as an offense and then only get half the distance back. That's not fair.
Yeah,
that's not right.
True, yeah.
So if it is back-to-back plays, and there are special little situations like that. I heard Walt Coleman talk about an obscure rule the other day about on a kick return and when a penalty occurs, like when the ball's in the air. Anyway, it's a weird rule. Outlawing targets. DJ, you're a receiver. You like that rule or not?
It doesn't bother me.
I think the target idea is no big deal. If you
Is
got a
that
problem,
really that's not really a rule. That's statistical category.
yeah, he's saying they should get rid of it though because
exactly,
receivers
get
say,
rid of it.
"Hey, I wasn't targeted enough,
Yeah.
and you're making me mad."
But the league can't do that. That's whoever keeps the
I think if
ball.
I'm a quarterback, I get film pulled and I take it into my receiver and say, "See, I was trying to target you on all these 3. That guy tipped it. This guy knocked one down." Which also, speaking of knocking down, I'm trying to get that outlawed too, so you would be able to catch that ball. So that would knock out 2 in 1 stone there, and then the dollar on late hits. I don't know about actually going over to the sideline, but you know what? I think that's fair. The quarterback's taking the brunt of the punishment, right? He should get the financial benefit of the tax write-off. I agree with them on that.
But you also have to count the fine as his income, though.
Who?
The quarterback. I mean, you're getting the fine payment. That's income, and then you
Now
turn
it's
around.
taxable income.
Yeah, it's taxable.
Now the
income.
IRS is in your stuff.
So actually, the quarterback's slightly worse off.
You
In the
remember
bracket they're in.
the judge on My Cousin Vinny? He looked at him and said, "Are you on drugs?" That's what I thought while I was listening to that.
I don't know how taxes work, but I'm not the one writing them off. But they do, and they
they're
are
the ones who are
writing
writing
it
it
off.
off.
No. There's a slight. The quarterback would take a slight hit on that.
Okay. Well, he already took a big hit, so I think maybe that was not so good. I'm guessing that as smart as
In
Peyton
that
Manning
bracket.
is, he is not a tax attorney or an accountant, so he probably does not understand the total ramifications on all that. But I do like a couple of the ideas, actually. I think the 5 for 5 thing makes a lot of sense.
I do like that.
Yeah, I think
I
that
do
seems
too.
fair.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, they're on the 2-yard line. It's so it's a 1-yard penalty. You know,
Right.
that's kind of ridiculous.
Right. After you give up 5, you only get half of it back. That doesn't seem fair. Anyway. All right, that's that. Some people have also said that holding 10 yards is too much.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I think just keep it the same. It's always been there.
I think it should be 7.
Some holds are more if it's spot of the foul. So.
Yeah, I saw a pretty chintzy one last night. Did you see the funny moment last night? I should have had you pull it.
I don't think so.
There was a defensive back. No, it was a receiver. Receiver was blocking, kind of like what happened with Arkansas the other day. Receiver's blocking downfield, running back goes in the end zone, or maybe it was a completed pass, and he gets called for a hold, and he walks by and he's like, "Man, that's bull blank." And the official just stops. He looks at him and goes, "On number 11." And I thought it was pretty iffy. Now, he kind of grabbed his shoulder pad for a second, and they did fall down, but the defensive back had momentum, and I think it would have fallen down anyway, and he only held on to his jersey for a second. So I thought the defensive back kind of got the short end of the stick, and he let the official know about that. All right, we got to hit a break, DJ, and we'll come back. We'll wrap things up. We got the Zone Rewind. It's a good one. We still have not heard from the coach that helped end Mike Gundy's career. We will hear from him coming up.
Wow.
And he had a little edge about him, but, man, Tulsa's head coach, I'm just saying, Arkansas just hired a women's basketball coach from the city of Tulsa. If there's an opening at some point, this dude at Tulsa might be an option for some schools, and I'm just saying. Anyway, DJ, I'm sorry. Take us into the break.
No, you're good. All right, once again, wrap it up. We had a great time yesterday with our friends over there at Standing Firm Farms. Had a great time, and so I just want to give a big shout-out to them. But also, the game within the game. We got to talk about Oaklawn. Always have a great time. Like I said, Ebony over here is a parlay queen. That is her new name, even though she gave Derrick Henry a jockstrap this week. So it's okay. I chumped this week. But let's talk about that. We got the lines that'll open up tomorrow. Player props all over the place. The fun thing is an in-betting game, so you can actually get a feel of the momentum of the game. Arkansas gets the ball, maybe after a defensive 3-and-out, and we're feeling it. Well, you can say, are they going to score this drive? Are they going to punt this drive? Are they going to turn over this drive? Or are they going to kick a field goal this drive? And then if that's not enough, maybe it's a 4th and short, and they're going to go for it. You can hop on real quick and say if they're going to get it or not. The in-game betting is wild, man, and it's really fun. Now, beyond that, Oaklawn has a lot to offer. I'm talking about that resort over there. It's a one-stop shop. They got a pool downstairs with all the cabanas on it, and they got drinks that come right to you. Go upstairs in that high thread sheet count and that great water pressure that looks over that horse track. And then you got 2 great dining options along with the smoke-free environment casino with live tables. What are we talking about? Oaklawn, the place to be. Book a reservation at oaklawn.com.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million. Why should you care? Because this $1 million+ prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too, so that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is Mexican chicken for only $7.49 per pound, with roasted corn and black beans for $4.99 per pound.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Summer's here. It won't be long before you're planning a road trip. Get to Point S, Arkansas to get your car ready for it. Off-road tires for your pickup, ATV tires for your side-by-side, tires for your car to get your family around safely, Kumo, Toyo, Falcon, Blackhawk, Fortune, and more. And their Promise Plus road hazard protection to give you peace of mind. Stop by any Point S, Arkansas store, Bartlett Tire in Heber Springs, Tire Town in Benton, R&D Tire in Conway, and Fleet Tire in Pottsville or Russellville. Online at pointstire.com.
Can't get enough of us on the radio? Follow us on Twitter at JustinAcri7, at DJ Williams 45, and at CWeaver1037.
Final segment brought to you by our friends at Gwatney Chevrolet. The biggest savings of the year are happening right now at Gwatney Chevrolet. Take advantage of a $7,500 EV tax credit before September 30th. Get a 2026, yes, next year's model, Trax or Trailblazer, the smaller SUVs, starting at just $249 a month. Don't forget the Equinox. I'm a big Traverse fan. It's a bigger vehicle. I think everybody sleeps on the Traverse. I really do. It is the deal. It is a great vehicle, very affordable. You got a big family and you need an affordable one. And you're like, you know what? I can't step up to a Tahoe. Traverse. Check it out. I'm just telling you. There's an answer for everybody from a vehicle standpoint at Gwatney Chevrolet. Also, if you are a Silverado person, you need a big old truck for every day. And if you want more for your money, save up to $13,000 on Silverados right now at Gwatney. And again, if you want a little smaller truck, I love the Colorados. Huge fan of the Colorado. That's what my kids drive.
All trucks are great.
Big fan. Also, if you're trading in, they're taking care of you, paying up to 20% over Blue Book value for your trade. I don't know who Kelly is, but I don't know if they're going to like that. But Gwatney doesn't care. They're here to help you. Even if you don't buy from them and you're just trading a vehicle and you're just like, I got to get rid of this car. They're taking care of you. They're good like that. That's how they do it since 1957. It's Gwatney Chevrolet. All right, let's take a look at the week that was as we rejoin DJ and Andrew. Oh, Andrew just left us. Man. Zach just texted us or tweeted us about the ribeye sliders, DJ. And I don't know if you got in on those today, but, man, that is one of my all-time favorites. That's a top 3er for me at walk-ons for sure.
Yeah, we just bumped into Zach. He came by and said hi. He won his tickets, so he's excited about that. Wes is here, too, by the way.
Wes Moore of our staff.
He just sat down. He's eating his food right now, so
Okay.
he probably wants a little second to
We'll
enjoy
talk
it.
to him. I think Chris Kane's going to swing by, too. We're about to head out to Beaumont, Texas with the Bears. He may pop in and say hi as well. We got Touchdown Club on Monday. And another speak of the devil. Hello, Satan. Good to see you, buddy. A little rewind time. Here we go.
Now it's time to look back. It's the best interview and show moments of the week. It's the Zone Rewind.
All right, this is Trey Lamb. Again, for those of you who are trying to get your coach fired, this might be a name to keep in mind. I'm not saying that he's not going to finish his career at Tulsa. He may. But
he won't.
But he probably
Tulsa's
won't.
having a moment.
He's an up-and-comer. He's an up-and-comer, as they say. And after they beat Oklahoma State over the weekend, little did he know he had just ended Mike Gundy's career. By the way, did you see the story? Gundy was apparently told, you can finish the season. He's like, keep it. I'm good.
Coach, your defense made some huge stops, one after another. What defined that unit tonight?
Yeah, we wanted to make that quarterback beat us. We wanted to stop the run. We did just an okay job of that, but unbelievable performance by our defense in the second half. Offense, we kept sputtering there, kept responding one play at a time, and had a nice night.
Dominic Richardson, 31 carries, 146 yards. How would you describe his performance?
Well, they told him he wasn't good enough to play here.
Whoa!
So he had a chip on his shoulder all week. Transferred from here, came to us, and the guy's a dog. He's our best player, and we gave him the ball tonight.
1951 was the last time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater. This week, you believed your team could win here. Why?
Yeah, we got a good group, man. We got a lot of fight. They've worked hard in the weight room. We're tired of being little brother, man. Tulsa football's back. We're not going to be on the third page of the paper anymore. That was a statement win for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Bringing the heat. By the way, Mr. Gundy, could you step over here? Show me your cut. Here's a little salt. You kick a running back to the curb and he goes up the road to Tulsa, comes back and beats you?
That's rough.
Yeesh.
Almost like kicking a quarterback to the road.
Ty
and
Story.
He comes back and ends your career.
Yeah.
There you go. Something similar. A lot of parallels.
His career should have been over before then.
True.
Tim Brown, Hall of Famer, guest in the zone. Little Rock Touchdown Club featured speaker this week.
So I would have head coaches. I won't say who they are. And they would have a guy, right? And the guy would be like hiding in the weeds or whatever. But you shake this guy hand, $1,500. This guy hand, $2,000. I would go home with $5,000 cash, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't tell my mom and dad. You know, I didn't know what to do.
What did you do?
I'm sleeping on $5,000 cash. Well, initially, I ended up telling my big brother. Of course, he scolded me to death and, wanted to jump on me, I believe. But I was 16 years old. How am I supposed to know? You know, these head coaches telling me to go see this guy, and I shake a guy's hand, and I got $2,000 cash in my hand. So it was tough, man.
DJ, did you get that treatment when you were going to Fayetteville?
I did not.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. If only they would have known. If only they would have known.
Yeah.
Arkansas,
known.
Notre Dame, tomorrow. Beautiful weather. High in Fayetteville. Tomorrow is going to be 79 degrees.
Perfect.
Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Because we all know if it gets too warm, bad things happen.
We just hadn't practiced much in the heat, to be honest with you. It's not because we go inside. We haven't had heat. We did on Tuesday. It was 90 here on Tuesday, and so that was one of my biggest concerns, that it wasn't going to be hot over there, and sure enough it was, and I thought they played through the heat harder than we did.
Is he starting to sound more and more like Clinton to you? I did not have sex with that woman, Miss Lewinsky, in the heat.
We weren't ready for the heat.
Because I
It
can't
was
take
too
the
hot
heat
out
with me.
there.
I had to take her into the ice box.
Nobody knows how hot it is. Nobody knows. We're all looking for thermometers. We don't have any nearby.
How hot is it at Bethpage Black this week? Because, Mr. President, I hope it's not too hot for the Americans in the Ryder Cup.
That's all these guys keep looking up behind me, watching the action.
By the way, J.J. Spano was telling these guys he could walk through a croquet hoop. He's about 2 feet tall, but he hits it a mile for a little guy. He's a kind of odd-looking cat now, but heck of a player. By the way, the United States up in one match, down in another, one hole in each of those, and then they are tied in a couple after being down 3-1 after the morning foursomes.
It's early.
As long as we're rubbing salt in wounds, let's go back to last Saturday one more time. Memphis had no intention of picking up a first down late. They were going to run the ball, force a timeout, and punt it and give Arkansas the ball back, which could have resulted in a win. but it didn't because their backup quarterback decided to take matters into his own hands.
Next thing I know, Arrington keeps the ball.
So here's your 3rd and 8.
It was the most unexpected play of the game.
New quarterback out there, it's Arrington Maiden.
From the least expected player. Backup quarterback Arrington Maiden in the game for Brendan Lewis, whose helmet came off. The idea was just to hold on to the football and get a few yards, but Maiden surprised the entire stadium, even his own head coach.
And he is going to run it ahead, and look at the extra effort.
Well, the whole plan was to hand the ball off and running back put 2 hands on the football and go get 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you get a little bit more great. Next thing I know, Arrington keeps the ball and those legs keep turning, and it was one of those like, oh.
Maiden's power run on 3rd and 8 closed the door on Arkansas, a fitting end to a day that saw a lot of Tigers step up in a big way.
It speaks volumes to the young men, every single one of them. You think Arrington Maiden thought he was going to go in with 22 seconds left in the football game to go win this thing? Not at all, but his preparation, his mindset as well was phenomenal, and I'm just so proud of him. He had to make up for that negative rushing he had last season, so it's great. Glad to see him be able to do that and carry us, and that probably was the biggest run of the game for sure.
Yeah, it was kind of a big run because Arkansas could have had the ball back with a minute left. Also, their backup quarterback probably knew that Arkansas's defensive players would probably say to each other, somebody else will get him. Oops.
He carried a 395-pound man.
Oops. Last thing, Mike Washington. I love this dude. He has been a great guest so far this year. He had a great final drive going and unfortunately tried to make a play, fumbled the ball, and unfortunately was a piece of the reason. He was not the only thing that happened. That obviously, Arkansas got screwed on a couple of calls. They didn't help themselves in a couple of situations. He didn't throw one ball to the other team as far as I didn't check all the numbers, DJ, but I'm almost positive that Mike Washington didn't throw any interceptions last Saturday. But
I think he's pretty good.
He came and faced the music with us yesterday. I really appreciate this guy, and I'm rooting for him. I hope he has a huge day tomorrow.
Yeah, so I ended up getting the ball. From what I can remember, I ran the dude over, and then I knew it was 2nd and 1, so I knew I had to get the first down so we could continue to run the clock out. And so that's why I dove. But, watching the film, when I dove, my other arm wasn't covering the ball. And so I dove basically to brace for the ground, and he got a lucky punch. But, it's been eating at me all week, and we've been working that, falling the right way on the ground. Us as a running back room, we've been working on that like almost every other day, so it shouldn't happen again.
That is the quote of the day. That is the headline tomorrow. It's been eating at me every day. I need Mike Washington to show out tomorrow. Monday, Touchdown Club will be on the road again. Who's coming in?
Craig James.
Thank you,
Pony
Craig
Express.
James.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
The
put
other
you on the
half
spot.
of the Pony Express.
Do you know what he'll be wearing?
Do not.
Century 21 jacket.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Let me tell you.
He may be in the College Football Hall of Fame.
I don't think he's in that.
He's in the SMU Hall of Fame.
I don't know what you're going to say to
You
him.
ever boo me again, I'm going to come over and slap you.
Did I boo you?
Yeah, you were booing. I
Did
saw
I boo?
you.
Oh,
I
maybe
saw
I
it.
did.
Just
Maybe I
own
did.
it. Own that boo, you and RJ.
Maybe I did boo you.
Yeah, you did
Deservingly.
boo me.
Deservingly.
No, not deservingly.
You know, we rarely get comments about that, but I did get an official complaint after that.
Oh, did you?
Official.
I thought it was funny.
Quote, Pigskin Preacher was out of bounds with his comments to Tim Brown. How sad! Play your position. Bad look for the entire club.
Hey, give me
Pray,
that guy's
encourage,
phone number. I'll
sit
call
down.
him.
He needs to be benched. Type your comments or questions here.
Here's what I want to know. What did Tim Brown think of it? Was he bothered by it? Because I'm guessing he wasn't.
He made two or three references throughout the talk when Basil was talking and asking if he wanted to be a minister. He goes, yeah. Not like that guy, which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, you know, he was this was his second trip, right?
Yeah.
So I think if it's a second timer like that, you can
give him a hard
time. You can give him a little harder
You've
time.
already heard everything he has to say. I like the
Not
quote.
exactly.
I thought it was nice.
Hey, we didn't hear that recruiting story the last time he was in here.
No, that was good.
We didn't hear about.
I didn't hear Lou Holtz walking in and going, "Why weren't you playing? You're going to be a Heisman Trophy winner."
That was a great
He had some
story.
outstanding content this week. In fact, a lot of people came up to me after and said, "Best one so far this year."
It was almost as good as LT.
Yes.
Except if he would only gotten drunk first. All right, Andrew, the floor is yours. We got Wes Moore getting ready. I don't know if that comment was out of bounds, but Wes Moore and Joe Franklin will be in the next 3 hours. So there you go. Andrew, we're looking forward to having a big day starting tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m. in Rogers and Fayetteville. We're doing a special breakfast menu that we breakfast burritos, breakfast sliders, mimosas, $5 Bloody Marys, And then every other location will be open at 10, and that'll be Fort Smith, Conway, Little Rock, Texarkana as well, and then Jonesboro coming soon. So come see us at all those locations, game day shareables, the appetizer sampler, the new classic chicken nachos that Wes has absolutely
devoured.
I mean, literally destroyed.
Hey,
buffalo chicken nachos.
Andrew, you're a good Catholic boy. Any split allegiance tomorrow?
No. I mean, I am a good Catholic, but I'm hog through and through. So I think that call me the Homer or the sunshine guy, but I think tomorrow we're going to show some people kind of what we're doing.
All right, go see our friends at Walk-Ons all over the state. And Wes, we got 30 seconds. I don't know if Nacho Boy's ready, but
yeah. I'm ready, man. Knocked him out. Lee Sterling at 1:30, ParamountSports.com. He's got some picks for us. 2:10, Sully's in the studio. At 2:30, we got Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen talking about some of their weekend promotions. And at 3:30, Joe and I will make our official predictions for the weekend. Big show coming up. Live from Walk-Ons.
Arkansas win or no?
Nah.
Boo!
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app. You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable. That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab.